highlight tapes and skip the junior year.
Yeah. No, listen, I had a little chin thing going on there too for a while in college, and I did the frosted tips one year, start of a year before my coach. Yeah, and you're just like, God, what was I doing? Whereas Timmy, I felt like Timmy took the matchup with Evan Mobley personally. Like, I thought he's like, am I wrong? Because he's like, not only do I want to kick his ass because I normally like to kick guys' asses, but people think he's a top 5 draft pick. Like, I'm a sophomore, and he just went right at him.
Well, I think it was a huge game for his stock for Timmy. If he chooses to leave this year or next year, he had to go against an NBA type body, an NBA athlete inside single coverage, and we really haven't faced that this year. I mean, he's had great games in the tournament, but he hasn't played an NBA body, and so he came out with the right mindset, and he was really good defensively on the perimeter. I mean, he started the game with 2 steals and kind of got him going in transition. He really took it to heart, I think, and understood. It was kind of like the Domas Sabonis Jakob Poeltl game when they said Jakob Poeltl was a better player than Domas. It was about 5-6 years ago in the tournament, same situation, and Domas took it personally. Draft stock, I think Timmy had the same mindset of, all right, I need to really show the next level that I have a chance to play at that level. So he did an excellent job of kind of dominating the whole interior of that game.
It's interesting. Adam Morrison's our guest. I'm Doug Gottlieb in for Colin Cowherd. This is the Heard on Fox Sports Radio, the iHeartRadio app. It's interesting that I feel that like there's a competitiveness to the program that is real, right? Where and most places have that, right? Where you're like, oh, that guy's something. Wait, let me show him. But there's kind of competitive dudes there. What's interesting, it's not that Fewey's not competitive, but like if he loses on Saturday, he'll be super bummed and upset for the kids. But then he'll be fly fishing like 2 days later. Like, he has a balance about it. Because a program usually looks like the head coach, right? Feels like the head coach. But Mark appears to be one of the nicest, genuine, calmest human beings on earth, and yet you guys have these vicious competitors. How does that balance take place?
Well, I think, with Fewey is...
The following is a special live sports presentation from 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio, your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB, KTBB.com, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app, powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services. It's TJC Apache Football. Apache Football is brought to you by TJC, the College of East Texas, by Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate, by Tyler Ford, by Jim's Jewelers, by Citizens First Bank, by Billings Tire, by Robertson Automotive, by Majors Pharmacy, and by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Hi, this is Apache head coach Thomas Rocco, and it's game time. Here are Bill Coates and Kevin Simon.
And welcome to April Spring Junior College Football. We're at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium and down on Earl Campbell Field on this gorgeous Friday afternoon, Good Friday afternoon. We've got the TJC Apaches and the Trinity Valley Cardinals. Of course, this season happened because of COVID. There was no fall football. So this is game 2 of this 2021 very unusual one-and-done, I guess one-time only spring football season between two old rivals who both went in very different directions last week. The Apaches played their season opener last Saturday afternoon at Navarro, lose a 53-50 ball game in a game that featured about 1,200 yards of total offense. A very different game up in Miami, Oklahoma, where the Trinity Valley Cardinals fell behind 10-0, wound up beating NEO 29-10. Kevin, what were your thoughts on the Apaches last week?
Well, the Apaches were competitive to the very end. They had their opportunities. I think probably too many mistakes, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, that kick 6 at the end kind of turned the tide and sealed the deal for Navarro last week. But I think we'll see how much they've improved from one week to the next. But I saw some good things from the Apaches. Of course, after one game, plenty of room for improvement.
But boy, their defense has got to get better.
Yeah, defense got to get better. We saw a lot of breakdowns in the secondary, allowed and gave up 340 yards in passing, but they also struggled to stop the screens and the draws that Navarro was running. They also let them get outside a few times, let them break containment. So all these things are correctable, and they can get them corrected. They just have to do it in a hurry.
The way they're going to play this season, there are 8 games, 7 conference games, there's no playoff, so the team with the best record wins the league this year. If the Apaches are going to win this conference, they really can't afford to be 0-2, can they?
Yeah, now's a good time to start. You know, that again, a tough break last week. They're competitors, but as you mentioned, they don't have as many games to get things right as they usually have. It's a shortened season, and they have to get things turned around in a hurry.
Of course, these are two rivals. Of course, last week was a rivalry game with the Navarro Bulldogs, but Highway 31, the heart of the Southwest Junior College Football Conference. And today, on a gorgeous afternoon with no clouds in the sky, temperature in the low 60s, and we've got fans in the stands this afternoon as the Apaches take on the Cardinals. This is our pregame update. Hey, taking you up to a 2 o'clock kickoff here on 92.1 FM The Team.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hi, it's Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Thanks for being part of today's TJC football broadcast. What a treat it is to have the black and gold back on the field and on the air. And no matter the time of year, it's always fun to pull for our Apaches. But I think it's a little sweeter this time around. By now, real estate's running wide open, so if I can offer some help to you, feel free to give me a shout. 903-262-8680. That's 262-8680. DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
Ladies, have you lost an earring or two when you've taken off your face mask? This has happened to several people I know. This is Judy of Jim's Jewelers, and I have a suggestion that might help prevent this from happening. Locking earring backs. These come in silver or gold tone, are hypoallergenic and comfortable, and 99% compatible with all stud earrings. When applied correctly, you should not be able to pull these off. This unique locking technology gives you the confidence to enjoy your earrings without fear of losing them. This is a quality locking back that you can trust. And a good thing, too, is that they are less than $20 for 2 pair. Remove those face masks without fear of losing your earrings. Now, through the end of March, get a free pair of these locking earring backs with your purchase of diamond stud earrings. Come by Jim's Jewelers today, 2009 Old Troop Highway in Tyler.
92.1 FM, The Team.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left, 1 back, rolling out Strickland, throwing downfield. He's got a man wide open to Tyler. Touchdown, Dingle, his 3rd of the day. He got behind everybody, and Dingle catches the touchdown pass from 25 yards out, and the Apaches are back in it. They had a wild one last Saturday in the season opener. The Apaches losing at Navarro 53-50. Ajon Dingle, the freshman running back from Bayonne, New Jersey, ran for 2, caught a touchdown pass. Brendan Strickland, who will be our guest here momentarily, is the 6'3" freshman quarterback from Princeton, Texas. He had 3 touchdown passes, threw for 386 yards, but had 2 interceptions in that game, including a pick 6 in the 4th quarter that sealed the deal. But the young man has quite an arm and a very interesting young man to visit with.
Brendan, you in some ways fell into this opportunity when Colby Kizzy got hurt. Just talk about getting an opportunity to start that first game this past week.
It really sucks for Kizzy to go down. I mean, he's a great athlete. I know whenever it was my time to step up, I'm gonna step up. But I mean, it really does suck for him.
You guys put up over 600 yards in that first game. Just talk about how the offense went.
That was great, but I think we definitely could have done a lot better. We left some points on the board out there. A lot of mistakes that I made. If that's a bad game, I'm ready for us to play some good games. I thought I threw the ball pretty well for the most part. Missed on some throws that I'd like to have back for sure.
We were all impressed with your arm strength. Is that God-given, or you played baseball, or just talk about getting to this point? Every
time I've been anywhere in my life, I've had a baseball or football with me. I have a younger brother that's just 2 years younger than me, so every time we were anywhere, we had a ball since I could walk.
Was it your aspiration to be a quarterback, or were you thinking baseball?
I've played baseball and football growing up. Honestly, till the end, I didn't really know. I had some football offers, but I didn't know I was, playing baseball, and it was fun. Towards the end, I kind of figured it out and knew that football was the route I wanted to take.
How good can this offense be?
Oh, it can be as good as we want. It's all reflective on us, however good we want to do.
How about turning things around, correcting mistakes after losing a game? Is there a chip on the team's shoulder going into this second game this week?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think we kind of showed people what we can do, but we know we can do better. So, of course, coming at it full speed.
Talk about the mindset of playing the quarterback position and letting things go. That pick six was certainly a big play in the game. If you're a quarterback, how do you get past that kind of stuff? Is it hard to learn how to do? Because clearly you have to do it, right?
It sucks. There's no getting around it. That's whenever you see a guy catch one and go the other way with it, it is a feeling that you'll never forget. But it's one of those things that, as an athlete, you got to be mentally tough and bounce right back from it. So you can't dwell on it. We had that and then came back and scored fast, and you got to do that. Every time. Just like a corner, you get beat. We get beat too. We make bad decisions. We throw picks. Other than the great stuff, we do bad too. So you got to have a short-term memory for sure.
Talk about being recruited out of high school and White Tyler Junior College.
I had a few offers coming out of high school. Nothing I really was super interested in. Great programs. I thought I could do better, so I reached out and thought about the junior college route. Reached out to Coach Rocco and a few others, and then took a visit here, and this is kind of where I knew I would fit in.
Brendan Strickland's offense last week also ran for 240 yards, 626 yards of offense, and 50 points, but not quite enough. And they're going for their first win against Trinity Valley. Coach Thomas Rocco will talk about that coming up as the pregame show continues on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hey, Doc Deason here once again with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Like you, it feels a little odd to have TJC on the football field at this time of year, but at least they finally got to suit up. I have and always will love watching the Apaches play at Rose Stadium, and when I can't be there, I listen here. As a real estate agent, I get to show off Tyler to countless newcomers every year. And I'm always proud to run them right down 5th Street to see our beautiful TJC campus. I've yet to have someone not be impressed by what they've seen either. We have an absolute treasure in this school, never mind the traditions and memories that so many of us carry from our days on campus. So thanks for listening today, and thanks for supporting our TJC Apaches no matter the time of year. At this time of year, the real estate market is hopping. And so if you need help with something in that realm, give me a call, 903-262-8680, or check out testimonials from past clients at DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the number one priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF, and BillingsTire.net.
Cash on the spot, American Gold and Diamond, jewelry, silver, coins, and gold, bring top cash right away.
American Gold and Diamond Exchange now has 2 convenient locations on 5th and Fleschel in Tyler, and the American Gold and Diamond Exchange Rare Coin and Bullion Investment Center on South Broadway across from Wagner Cadillac. American Gold and Diamond is the East Texas market maker for gold and silver bullion and rare coins. American Gold and Diamond Exchange sets the bar, giving the highest dollar for unwanted jewelry. American Gold and Diamond Exchange pays cash on the spot, no matter the size of your transaction. If you're a collector, an investor, looking for a unique gift, or you need money fast, trust the team that delivers. American Gold and Diamond Exchange, with 2 Tyler locations, 5th and Fleschel and South Broadway across from Wagner Cadillac. On the web at TylerGoldBuyer.com. That's TylerGoldBuyer.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
It's a rivalry game, and it's the home opener for the Apaches this afternoon here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium on Good Friday against the Trinity Valley Cardinals, and that always means that game generally turns out to be a pretty good one. Here's head coach Thomas Rocco with us. You've been around here for a few years. I don't care whether it's the spring or the fall. Anytime Tyler and Trinity Valley get it on, just talk about what that's like.
Oh, man, Trinity Valley is one of the best programs in the country, certainly in the conference. You know, Coach Poteet and Coach Reed been together over there for a while, and Coach Whitfield and Coach Blake Bryan, those guys have been pretty tight for some years, so they've got a pretty well-established program. They recruit well and coach their guys up pretty well.
I looked at their stats. They won at NEO 29-10, but looking at the stat sheet, they didn't knock the ball out of the park. Having scouted that game now and watched it on the video, what the heck happened in that ball game?
NEO's a good football team defensively. Offensively, I think they're kind of looking for something. I heard they lost their quarterback. He transferred out of there, so they've got a backup playing for NEO. Just like you'd expect, Trinity Valley's very good on defense. They're very solid on offense. Took advantage of some opportunities in the special teams game, and NEO opened up that game with a big 100-yard kick return, and they kicked a field goal. So the Trinity Valley defense is stingy as usual.
So what are you up against today?
Really good defensive front. The interior people really good. Some good pass rushers on the edge. Got some veteran linebacker play on that defense. Offensively, it's a pretty well-oiled machine with a very good running back. Got a good signal caller there. So, yeah, we've got our hands full today.
Wild one for you last week at Navarra. What was your takeaway from the 53-50 loss?
The takeaway was I just didn't do a good enough job coaching and getting these guys ready to go. I think we had some expectations we didn't meet on the defensive side of the ball. We didn't get off blocks very well, didn't tackle very well, and then had a couple guys get banged up in the game too. And offensively, we just didn't take care of the ball like we should have and take advantage of our opportunities in the red zone. So we've got, I mean, it's a good place to start. There's some good individual performances, and some of the things that we did do well on Saturday was a tribute to probably just some of those individuals that did well.
Let's talk about your quarterback, Brendan Strickland. After seeing him and seeing that arm and 600 yards of total offense and left some on the table on top of that, what were your impressions of him?
He's beyond his years in terms of mental development, and he's in the moment as a quarterback. I mean, if we run for a first down, he gets fired up. If he throws for a first down, he's calm and cool. So I think he's a great teammate above everything. He's capable of playing college football at a very high level. I think he showed that Saturday.
So this offense, there's a ceiling on this offense pretty high, isn't it?
Yes, sir, I think so. A lot of that's going to hinge on our offensive line, and we lost our center early in the game last week, and so we've had to make some big changes. And it's like everybody, there's no secret that you got to be good up front to be good on offense or defense. So got some pressure on our offensive line so that our skill guys can perform.
Let's talk about the importance of today's game to kind of wrap it up and not being 0-2 in a short 8-game season.
Yeah, it's big. There's only 2 teams that are going to get some postseason play this year in the conference. So every game's going to count. There's no week off. This is a big game. There's no doubt about it.
Go get them, Coach. And the Apaches against the Trinity Valley Cardinals this afternoon here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. That's head coach Thomas Rocco. And our pregame show continues after this timeout.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hi, it's Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Thanks for being part of today's TJC football broadcast. What a treat it is to have the black and gold back on the field and on the air. And no matter the time of year, it's always fun to pull for our Apaches. But I think it's a little sweeter this time around. By now, real estate's running wide open, so if I can offer some help to you, feel free to give me a shout. 903-262-8680. That's 262-8680. DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments and let me put you in the perfect ride. I'm Taylor Swinford and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
A smooth-running, dependable truck, SUV, or car is no accident. It involves regular maintenance by professionals trained in today's technology. You just don't see people doing their own repairs these days, and that means you need an auto repair and maintenance partner you can trust. Robertson Automotive is that partner. The state-of-the-art, full-service Robertson Automotive Auto Repair Service Center is just a half-mile past the loop on South Highway 155. They work on all vehicles, including light-duty diesels. Every technician is ASE certified, including 3 master techs. Their work is backed up by a nationwide warranty on parts and labor. Relax in a clean waiting room with coffee, Wi-Fi, and TV, or Robertson Automotive will pick you up or drive you home. Bottom line, you need to trust your auto maintenance partner. And since 1992, East Texans have trusted Kevin, Lynn, and the staff at Robertson Automotive. A half-mile outside the loop on South Highway 155 and on the web at robertsonautotyler.net.
92.1 FM, the team.
While the Apache band plays, the Bells are here. We're going to have a halftime show. Kind of feels like football, but we're in April and not November. Welcome back to Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium on a glorious Good Friday afternoon of junior college football, the Apaches and the Trinity Valley Cardinals. While the Apache offense rolled up big numbers last week, the defense, which made plays in the game, also gave up 535 yards. So they're certainly hoping to do much better today against the Trinity Valley team that can always throw the ball, always have athletes. One of the starters on the TJC defense is a 6'1 freshman cornerback from Camden, Arkansas, Jaylen Moore.
Camden, Arkansas. How did you arrive at TJC?
Oh, man, I came out of Arkansas with no college offers. Coach Gordon, the defense coordinator, actually invited me to a camp, and I came down here and did what I had to do, and they came on for a walk-on.
So what have you liked so far about coming to Tyler, Texas and playing for the Apache? We were talking before the interview. You've watched some Last Chance U. That thing didn't make junior college football look very good. What have you discovered about actually playing junior college football here?
It's hard. It's gritty. You got to have like a dog mentality if you really want to make it through. But watching that and actually coming into it is like, it's not as bad as they make it seem, but it's still some grit into it.
Let's talk about the game on Saturday. Defense made some big plays, but you also gave up 500 yards and 53 points. Just talk about, how you feel like the group played and in what ways can you get better?
Overall, I think we played good. It's just a few mental breakdowns, mental bugs that we can fix in practice, that we can end up winning those games, those type of close games.
Jaylen, let's talk about what the defense did right in that first game.
We was nice. I know a few was not scared to hit. Come up and actually hit the running back or the receivers. They actually made a couple good plays in the first half, to keep them on third down, 3 and out. else.
Now you're going into this game at Trinity Valley this week. What's the attitude of the team going in after losing a close one in game?
Work. We got to get it right. We got to make everything that we did wrong in the game right.
How good can this defense be?
In my opinion, from talking with the other defensive players, we can be one of the best defenses because our secondary can become locked down, and I feel like, and our linebackers can become like one of the more aggressors in the league.
Are you here in any way with a chip on your shoulder to try to prove that not getting recruited was a mistake by everybody else except the Apaches?
Chip, probably I can't even hold myself, but yes, I am, because with no offers coming out of high school and then having to walk on to a JUCO, so yeah, it's a good one. I gotta get it.
What are you trying to prove here?
That I am one of the best cornerbacks in JACC. That's what I want to prove.
Jaylen Moore, the freshman cornerback from Camden, Arkansas. There are a lot of guys on the field today on both teams who have a chip on their shoulder looking to prove and move on. That's what junior college football does. The Apaches and the Trinity Valley Cardinals, first things first this afternoon at 2 o'clock kickoff, game 2 of the spring 2021 football season. And we'll do that here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium after this timeout. On 92.1 FM, The Team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app, powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hey, Doc Deaston here once again with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Like you, it feels a little odd to have TJC on the football field at this time of year, but at least they finally got to suit up. I have and always will love watching the Apaches play at Rose Stadium, and when I can't be there, I listen here. As a real estate agent, I get to show off Tyler to countless newcomers every year. And I'm always proud to run them right down 5th Street to see our beautiful TJC campus. I've yet to have someone not be impressed by what they've seen either. We have an absolute treasure in this school, never mind the traditions and memories that so many of us carry from our days on campus. So thanks for listening today, and thanks for supporting our TJC Apaches no matter the time of year. At this time of year, the real estate market is hopping, and so if you need help with something in that realm, give me a call, 903-262-8680, or check out testimonials from past clients at DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
All across East Texas, 7 days a week, there's a Maddox man ready to answer your call for those untimely AC problems, electrical malfunctions, and the always never fun plumbing issue. No matter where you are in East Texas or what time of day it may be, there's a Maddox man ready to answer your call. Visit MaddoxAC.com. AC, electrical, plumbing, Maddox Residential and Commercial Services. Your home or office air, heat, electrical, and plumbing systems are mostly out of sight, hopefully not out of mind. Neglect of these systems can lead to unexpected and likely unnecessary expense in the future. With the Maddox Comfort Plan, you can avoid many large and unexpected expenses, ensuring your AC and heat, electrical, and plumbing systems are performing efficiently all year long. Contact us today and let's discuss a Maddox Comfort Plan for your home or office. Visit MaddoxAC.com or call 903-592-6531. Trust Maddox.
Texas license TECL 18026.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, a deli slicer is how we do it. Fresh sliced and made right in front of you is what we've always done. It's what we've been doing. It's what we're always gonna do. Because meat and cheese, deli sliced thin, piled high and made to order, is just how a great sub should be done. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Our national anthem. visited with the Apache band director, Jeremy Strickland. Again, the band and the bells are here today, so we're going to make a football game out of this as TJC and Trinity Valley prepare to get it on. It's a gorgeous afternoon. The Apaches come out behind Coach Thomas Rocco, sporting the American flag, which they've been doing since Coach Palmer was here. And again, Trinity Valley 1-0. Tyler is 0-1. In a moment, we'll get the coin toss. And again, we've got fans in the stands this afternoon. Again, they do ask that you be prepared to wear a mask, although I don't know. I see some with, some without. But it's just great to be great to go into live events again, huh?
Yeah, it is fun. It's a good Friday for some junior college football. And it's a pretty good crowd last week. Great crowd last week. Pretty good crowd today as well, but pretty weather.
The Apaches have Chevy Echeverria, their center, out to flip the coin. Tyler in their home unis. They wear the all-black pants and jerseys with the gold trim and the gold and the black helmet with the TJC logo. Trinity Valley with a white pant, a red shirt, and a red, white, and blue cardinal on the side of the helmet. They have black numerals trimmed in white. And our officiating crew about to flip the coin, and we'll have some football here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Looks like the Cardinals have won the toss, and they have decided to defer their option, so the Apaches will have the football first, and now they pick a side. Doesn't look like there's much wind here working this afternoon. It picked up last week at Navarra. Tyler would go left to right here in the first quarter of play. Their offensive line, been some changes on that group. The right tackle is Robbie Pizzolato, the 79-pound freshman from New Orleans Curtis. Michael Ondelacy is a 318-pound freshman from North Richland Hills. The guards are Chance Billington from John Tyler High, and Donovan Ford, a freshman from DeSoto. And the center is the Tyler captain, Josh Echeverria, out of Waco Midway. The quarterback, Brendan Strickland, a 6'3 freshman from Princeton, Texas. The running backs, Roderick Hawkins from Tyler High and Jean Dingle, a freshman from Bayonne, New Jersey, both had over 100 yards in the game last week. Nick Rippert, Rowry Bailey, and Justin Clark from Chicago, Oak Ridge, and Prosper, respectively, are the scheduled TJC receivers to open up, an H-back, and the tight end, Josh Mcdowell, a sophomore from Jacksonville. The Trinity Valley defense, Trayvon Martin, Alvino Carbajal, DeAndre Blunton, and Kamarje Kenny across their defensive front. Jaylen Moore, Jacob Berry, Tavish McCain, the linebackers. Rashad Adams, B.J. Skulak are the cornerbacks, and Ian Massey and Ladarian Henson are the safety and rover. As we get set to play again, Tyler will be going left to right here to start this football game across your device. And so, again, last week, Kevin, we saw nearly 1,200 yards in offense. Might we see that again today?
Yeah. Other than turning over the football, you can't ask for much more from your offense. If they can, again, keep from turning it over, they put up big numbers. On the defensive side of the ball, this contained their quarterback, Matt Morrissey, who accounted for all three of their scores, 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run last week against NEO.
In the old days, that first game against a conference opponent doesn't count. Tyler always played Kilgore. But this year, every game counts except the one non-conference game they do have scheduled next week. So these games are counting in the standings. And if the Apaches want to win this league without a playoff, they need to win today. And the kick is on the way, is high and relatively short and returnable at the 11-yard line by the Apaches upfield to the 35-40. Remember, they gave up a long kick return last week, and they give up a pretty good one here to Najee Ellis, the Tyler return man, out past the 40-yard line. Last week, the NEO Golden Norsemen ran the opening kickoff back 100 yards to open that game, and Ellis returns this one to the 43-yard line, make that right at the 43. Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 Apaches from their own 43 yards.
That's a great middle return. It was a broken tackle away from taking it the distance.
Well, Strickland, again, last week, he showed a great arm. He threw for nearly 400 yards, 3 scores, but he had those 2 picks. In the backfield with him is former JT Tyler High Lion Roderick Hawkins. The Apaches opened with a tight end, Mcdowell, with his hand on the ground, and they look to throw. And Strickland being rushed, he's going to scramble with it upfield, and he's going to get maybe a half a yard before being ushered out of bounds along the near side. He ran out before he was leveled by Jacob Berry, the sophomore from Hutto, at about the 45-yard line, 44-yard line. Give the Apaches a gain they're marking it back at the 43. So basically no gain on the play, but no sack, so it'll be second down.
Well, they got immediate pressure on Strickland. Good job by him to get out of bounds. To get up out of the pocket and out of bounds, no loss on the play.
Last week, the Cardinals gave up only 159 yards in total offense. Swing it out near side to Mcdowell. Caught 6 last week, catches 1 here, and up to the 47-yard line for a gain of 4 before he's wrestled out of bounds along the near sideline. Josh McDowell, a 6'2", 226-pound sophomore from Jacksonville, who was on the team that played 17 months ago. Again, we told you last week that the Apaches had not played football since Halloween weekend of 2019. So it's been 17 months since they played a game here at this stadium. But here we are this afternoon, 3rd and 6, ball on the near hash, 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right, Strickland to throw. He steps up. He's got a lot of time. He throws downfield, and there was some holding on that play that did not get called, intended for Mcdowell. But didn't it not appear to you that somebody had a hand on the jersey of Josh McDowell and got away with it?
Now, that was a grab right at the end there by Tavis McCain got a grab, was not seen by the officials. The Apaches blowing opportunity. A great starting field position they were not able to take advantage of.
So here we go. And again, it'll be a 4th down and 6. And again, McCain guilty of a little bit of a hold. We think that time uncalled. 4th and 6 at the 47-yard line. And the Apaches have Hamilton Williams, the former Grace Cougar, back to kick it away. It's a line drive kick. Remember, he got off a 60-yarder last week. Ball taken on the run by the Cardinals, upfield 35-40, 45 midfield, and then tackle made by Williams. At the end of that play on the return man, Jodrick Lewis, who returned the kick near midfield. Good starting field position for the Cardinals, who will start former Texas A&T quarterback Matt Morrissey, a 6'5" from Elmhurst, Illinois. Their running backs are Andrew Henry and Cordrick Dunn. Wide receivers Adam Duncan, Jordan Davis, Jamon Mack, Jay Lloyd. Across their front, Sam Newman, Caleb Hernandez, Aiden Sharp, Chance Jones, Cassie Marika, and the other wide receivers, Corey King, will set the tighter 3-3-5 defense for you coming up here in a moment. Out of the shotgun from the 47, Morrissey looking to throw downfield, and that ball is intercepted by the Apaches, picked off by Bickham. Taj Bickham to the 35-30, inside the 30-yard line, and Apache freshman Taj Bickham from Allen High School returns the pick inside the 25-yard line for the Apaches.
Well, good position on the play and a nice return after the interception. That's a great right back after giving up good yardage, a good starting field position to Trinity Valley.
Tyler did not have a pick last week, but they pick up one here, and they've got great field position at the Cardinal 24-yard line as Morrissey threw that pass downfield right into Taj Bickham's belly that time, and Bickham returns it to the 24-yard line. So Strickland and the Apaches in great shape here. They've got a man in motion, Mcdowell, across the formation. Hand the ball to Hawkins, trying to get to the edge. Hawkins having to fight for anything he gets, and he loses 5 yards. Swarmed under that time by a group that included DeAndre Blunt, the 270-pounder out of Kilgore, and a loss of about 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 15. The Apaches immediately behind the chains.
It's a good Cardinal defense. As you mentioned, they gave up 159 a week ago against NEO. The only touchdown they gave up was a kickoff return.
Their DC is an old friend, Will Reed, who we've known for a number of years. They go this time 1 back, no tight end, and 4 wides. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and back to Pat Strickland. Got time, throws it downfield. The ball is tipped and almost intercepted. They throw that ball up in the air, and it was intended for TJC's Rowry Bailey, a freshman from Oak Ridge, Conroe Oak Ridge, 6'3" freshman, who caught 4 last week, and it'll be a 3rd down.
Strickland threw that one in the
There's
coverage.
a penalty flag down.
Got away with it. All sides against Trinity Valley. Didn't see the flag.
All right, so that'll help Tyler's cause. That'll save them a down. They'll get the 5 yards back, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. So that was a free play. I didn't see the flag.
Still haven't seen the flag, but that's a good break for TJC. Good job by Strickland to run the play and try to take advantage of the offside.
Threw it right in front of the Tyler bench, and it'll be a 2nd down and 10 ball at the 24-yard line. 3 receivers, including Bailey, split out wide left. McDowell's also out there. And the receiver split wide to the near side, back to throw again. Strickland steps up, throws the ball into the corner, looking for Mcdowell, and he overthrows him at the goal line. McDowell had a step on the defender that time. Now it'll be 3rd down and 10. And last week, while Strickland made some unbelievably good throws, he also overthrew some open receivers, too.
He was off the mark some. When he was good, he was great. But he did miss some passes that as he mentioned in pregame, he was off the mark there. Felt some pressure, did get slapped on the shoulder pad by a Cardinal and forced a bad pass.
They've got a receiver, Terry Smith, in the ballgame. First time we've seen him. Split out wide left side along with Nick Rimpert. And Rowry Bailey also split that way. Back to throw on 3rd and long. Strickland hit as he throws downfield, and that ball is over. It's caught, but out of the end zone by the Apaches and Rowry Bailey. And so it'll be 4th down. The Apaches can try a 41-yard field goal, or they can go for it here. So after the pick, they go 3 and out. Now let's see what they do here. Do you kick a field goal? Or do you go for it on a 4th and 10?
Looks like so far they're going to keep the offense out there. But again, they're getting a whole lot of pressure. The Cardinals are getting a lot of pressure on Strickland early in this game.
Last week, freshman kicker Pedro Yeverino did kick 2 field goals, shorter than 41. But it's 4th and 10. The Apaches line up as if they're going to go for it. 4th and 10 at the 24-yard line. Back to pass, and indeed they will. Strickland's going to throw the fade down the nearest side, and that's intended for Smith, and there's all kinds of contact. But they're going to say it was uncatchable, and because the Trinity Valley players had their heads turned around looking for the ball, they're going to rule incidental contact, or is there a penalty flag back on the field?
Penalty flag at the snap of the ball, so what's the call?
Yeah. So another neutral zone infraction.
Neutral zone infraction. So an early penalty flag. Good job again by Strickland to go ahead and run the play and take a chance on the end zone, but another penalty against that Cardinal defense.
All right, so now it's 3rd and 5. That's very manageable, and the Cardinals hurting themselves with a couple of penalties on this drive. It's 4th and 5. Ball at the 19-yard line. Apaches apparently going for it again. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And again, after all of that, a whistle blows, and now the Apaches give the 5 yards back with a false start penalty.
Yep,
and that's on Rimpert, the receiver.
The receiver right in front of the official. Again, as a receiver, you don't listen to the snap count. That's why. You move when the ball moves, and that'll cost the Apaches. They'll give that 5 yards right back.
Are you telling me you never did that as a receiver?
Never did. I told you, I didn't have any penalties in all the years I played football. That's called discipline.
All right, 4th and 10 at the 24-yard line. We'll discuss that later. Back to throw, Strickland. Pump fake, looking, throws downfield, got a man open, but underthrows the intended receiver, Justin Clark. And again, there was contact there. But again, they bumped each other, and the officials say that it was incidental and not impacting the play. And so after the pick, the Apaches get no points out of that, and the Cardinals dodge a bullet in much the same way they did last week.
Yeah, great start. Well, great start in field position for the Apaches. They were not able to take advantage of neither time.
I guess we get a media time
I think it's a media time.
All right, we'll take a 30-second break, 12:21 to go. No score first quarter, back in 30 on 92.1 FM, The Team.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
The Francis Rose Stadium on Good Friday afternoon. Temperature in the mid-60s and nary a cloud. Well, no, take that back. I lied. See a few clouds off to the right, but otherwise just an absolutely gorgeous day. Wind blowing a little bit right now out of the south, it appears. That flag's kind of standing up, but does not appear to be enough to really affect the ball game. But we're not down there. We're up here, so I don't know.
Good point. But again, two good opportunities blown by the Apaches with their field position, but give credit to the Cardinal defense. So far, they've been pretty good.
Matt Morrissey threw a pick on his last possession. The Apaches go with the defensive front of Jared Bird, Jacob Humphrey, Ralph Carter. Along that defensive front, we'll set the linebackers in a moment. And on a first down, a handoff going to the edge. And they clear the edge, 30-yard line upfield out to about the 33. And the flag flies at the end after a pitch handoff to Cordrick Dunn. Running back out of McKinney. Let's see what the penalty flag's about.
Yeah, no flag. I think it's just yellow shoes, but no flag. Good play by the Cardinals.
Linebackers, James Neal, Daryl Miner, Ronald Caldwell. The Rover is Darian Thompson. And they throw a quick hitch pass to the edge, and it's caught in front of the Trinity Valley bench and upfield for a first down. And more is Julian Johnson, a wide receiver from Haltom City. In the Tyler secondary, Taj Bickham, who had the interception. Jaylen Moore, who you heard from in the pregame. Kennard Compton getting the start today in the secondary along with Tyler Robertson at safety. And on the first down handoff, this time they stacked Dunn up at the line of scrimmage for no gain on that play. Well, maybe a yard. Give him about a yard at about the 43-yard line, where it'll be a 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Cardinals at the 43.
They're going up-tempo here and trying to get the Apaches defense off down.
3 receivers split near side, and now Morrissey looking to throw. Near side upfield, that ball is off the fingertips in front of the Tyler bench on a back shoulder fade intended for Jay Lloyd, their H-back out of Tenaha. And that was a catchable ball. He just didn't bring it down. Now it'll be 3rd and 9 coming up.
Behind him, but he got his body around, made a great adjustment on the ball, but just didn't catch it. Should have been caught.
11:20 to go, first quarter. No score between the Apaches and the Cardinals from the 43-yard line, far side to short side. 4 wide receiver, 1 back set. Tyler blitzes. They bring a corner blitz, throw the ball upfield, and that ball is juggled, but I don't think he brought it down in bounds. He did not. He finally brought it in, but not before he went out of bounds. That was the Z receiver, Jordan Davis from Mansfield. He juggled it. When he finally brought it in, he was on that white line over there, and that's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 9.
Yeah, he catches it the first time. It's a first down on an out route, so the Apaches get a little bit of a break. That ball should have been caught the first time. Shouldn't have been juggled, but a little bit of a break for the Apaches.
Hector Romero out of Malakoff is their punter, and it appears that Romero checked that. No, they got a new Chris Esqueda, who also handles the kicking duties, is punting this time. Last week it was Romero. It's Esqueda here. It's a high snap. He brings it down. And Esqueda's kick is a beauty. And takes Taj Bickham all the way back to the 9-yard line. Bickham upfield. He fumbles the ball. There's a scramble at the 10-yard line. And this could be trouble for the Apaches, but Bickham fell on it and got it back. Bickham had to retreat to get the punt. Got it, came back upfield about 4, maybe 5 yards, and then coughed it up, but falls on it at the 15-yard line. The Apaches catch a break, and after failing on their first possession, they'll try it again 4 minutes into the game in a scoreless first quarter.
Worst starting field position by far, so we'll see what the Apaches can put together. The Cardinals have been able to get great pressure on Strickland and cause him some off-the-mark passes.
John Dingles, big 225-pound freshman running back from New Jersey, is in the ball game in the backfield. He ran for 2 and caught a touchdown pass last week. Dingle gets the handoff, and he is stoned at the line of scrimmage. Again, DeAndre Blunt is up there along with Carbajal. And the Trinity Valley defensive front, they always have a very active front 7. They lose a yard. It'll be 2nd down 11.
Well, it's still early in this game, but so far the Cardinal defense has been as good as advertised.
Yeah, this is a good group. They always are. 2nd and 11. The Apaches trying to run the ball. Last week they were able to run for 240. Man in motion this time, and Strickland's going to dump a middle screen upfield. Caught, tackle broken, and 25-30 first down for the Apaches after they break a tackle and get yardage on that play. Nicely done that time by TJC, and I'm trying to catch the number. I believe that is TJC's number 81, and that would be number 81, Jeremiah Cooley, who had a big game last week for Tyler Junior College.
That's a great job by Cooley, because he was about to be tackled for no gain on the play, but broke that tackle, got positive yardage, and an Apache first down.
Their first one at the 27. Cooley caught a touchdown pass last week in the game. Nicely done. Far side to short side. It's a 4 wide receiver set. And a pump fake and looking to throw upfield and behind everybody, almost picked off. He kind of sidearmed that ball intended for Cooley. I'm not sure who he was going to first. Cooley and Hawkins were both by there.
Well, Hawkins was wide open. He actually threw the ball to the wrong guy because Hawkins was uncovered. Instead, he threw it to Cooley, who was being covered.
2nd down and 10. No score first quarter. Again, Strickland under some pressure that time. Sidearmed that ball upfield with not much accuracy. 3 receivers split to the near side toward the Tyler bench, and Strickland's going to step up. Looks like he's going to run, and he's going to get on the ground after about a 2-yard gain out to the 29-yard line. He's not a runner, and so he slid. I guess that's the baseball player in him. He slid pretty nicely after a 1-yard gain. They say his butt went down at the 18, so that's only a 1-yard gain. Be 3rd and 9 for Tyler.
They marked where he started his slide, and again, the Cardinals continue to get good pressure on Strickland.
3rd and 9, ball at the 28-yard line. Echevarria to snap it to Strickland, looking, throws it near side. Hawkins, who dropped the ball at the 21-yard line, might have been just as well because they were bearing down on him. Tavish McCain, the linebacker, was ready to lower the boom, and it'll be a 4th down for Tyler.
Yeah, and so far, it's still early in the game, the Apaches look nothing like they did offensively last week.
No, they really don't. Not right now. And again, partly because I'm guessing because of TVCC.
Yeah, I think that has a little bit to do with it.
Cardinals are pretty good. And this Apache team showed signs of being good last week. They got to put a whole game together and play it on both sides. They did not have 11 guys out there. Now they finally do. Hamilton Williams, the punter, will stand at about the 13-yard line to kick it away. Caden Starks is the deep snapper, and he will snap it, and Williams hits a line drive kick that'll bounce at the 45-yard line. Then take a tighter roll inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line, and will rest right on that 35-yard stripe here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. There's another penalty flag down. We had 23 between the two teams last week. Kind of hoping that doesn't happen again today.
The Apaches had way too many, 11 of those last week for 86 yards. We've got to get that cleaned up. Looks like it's against Trinity.
Holding on the Trinity Valley Cardinals. All right. Okay, so the Cardinals are guilty of a penalty, and so it'll cost them at the end of that. That will cost them at the end of the punt. Will be tacked on with the ball died at the 35-yard line. They'll take it back, I guess, 10 yards to the 25, I'm thinking here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So the hold on the punt return will cost them 10 yards, so they'll start at their own 25-yard line. 9:07 to go, no score. Each team has tried and failed twice offensively. And now the Cardinals are going to get their third crack at it. Matt Morrissey is a 6'5", 225-pounder out of Elmhurst, New Jersey. And in the backfield with him is Andrew Henry out of Allen, Texas, out of that great program. Tyler puts 3 down linemen, and a whistle blows at the snap of the football, and they've got an illegal motion penalty coming, or a lineup problem, one of the two, false start. Caleb Hernandez, one of their offensive linemen out of Palmer, Texas. 1st and 15.
That's the 4th penalty against the Cardinals. The Apaches so far just one.
Kind of a sloppy start to this game. 3 down linemen, a stand-up defensive end. 1st and 15 at the 20. Snap the ball to Morrissey. Morrissey pump fake, throws it up the far sideline, overthrows the intended receiver on a go route right up the far sideline. And his man was fairly well covered by the Apaches, but that's Keontae Nixon, a sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, trying to run a route along the Trinity Valley sideline, and it'll be a 2nd down and 50.
Coverage is just good enough, and that's one of the areas the Apaches have to improve in, is the secondary coverage.
Nixon along that far side. He's standing over there with Corey King, who is another player out of Fort Bend Marshall, who's dangerous. And 2 receivers split near side, empty backfield, throwing near side. Right through the hands of Andrew Henry. A little bit high, perhaps, but looked catchable to me. And on a swing pass, trying to hit Henry, maybe a little too much mustard on it. Henry didn't bring it in. Now it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Both quarterbacks have been a little bit off the mark here early in this ball game, and that was a 5-receiver set. Pretty good coverage by the Apaches.
3rd and 15, ball at the 20-yard line. The Apaches put a linebacker up between the nose tackle and the defensive tackle, and Morrissey has to scramble. Morrissey upfield, and he's going to be hit at the 27-yard line, and the Apaches bring him down after a short gain on that play. Primary tackler is the nickelback Tyler Robertson for the Apaches, and so the Cardinals will have to punt again.
That's a great job by the Apache defense. They forced the 3 and out. Of course, the 5-yard penalty helped the Apaches as well, and they should get, once again, good starting field position. Their offense to go back to work.
So the punt is coming from the 13-yard line. And here we go again, the kick away. This will be their 2nd punt of the day. And it's picked by Bickham, and he drops another one and falls on it at the 27-yard line. So Bickham drops another punt and has the good fortune to fall on another one. And so it'll be Tigers football at the 27. They've gotten a couple of breaks here, Kevin.
They have, and I wouldn't be surprised that Bickham won't be back out there the next time around. We'll see what happens. It's a good job to fall on it again, but he's dropped it twice.
Well, the Apaches take over for the 3rd time today, and nobody so far, Kevin, has done much of anything with the football. So let's see what the offense does here now for time.
Much different ball game than what we seen last week. It was all offense last week between the two teams. So far, just a defensive struggle.
So TJC, again, after a brief time out on the field, will take over here momentarily. Tyler will play Resolution Prep next Saturday here at the stadium. The regional basketball tournament begins on Tuesday in Jacksonville for both the Tyler men and the women. Of course, we plan to follow the progress of both. We're not sure. Again, it's still a little up in the air about the game next Saturday. If the Tyler teams are in the championship games, we'll have to try to work out the logistics of trying to do both games. We'll see if that can happen. And again, that's all coming up this week, beginning Tuesday in Jacksonville, is the Region 14 men's and women's basketball tournaments. These officials are doing the media time. We get that in basketball. Some of these crews use the media timeout, some of them don't. These guys are obviously been working Lone Star Conference or something.
Yeah, because this is our second media timeout.
Yeah, this is second media timeout. Now, these crews kind of make their own rules in JUCO football as they kind of go along, right. Not every crew uses the media timeouts. These guys do, and that's what that was. So, Chris Jones, I guess we could have sold something here a moment ago, but we didn't. All right, it's first down from the 27-yard line. 4-receiver formation, hand the ball, no fake, they hand off to Hawkins, roll out this time on the run, upfield, Bailey caught 40-yard line, nicely done, an Apache first down on a pickup of 15 yards to the H-back, Rowry Bailey, his second catch of the day, and a nice play-action fake to Hawkins, and a rollout for a first down.
Well, that's been the best play for the Apaches here in this first quarter. Nice job on the pass and the catch.
All right, so it'll be first down at the 42-yard line, ball on the near hash, Echeverria, the Tyler center, crouches over the football, snaps, and another penalty flag. And after last week, we thought hopefully after one game, some of this stuff would clean itself up. But the Apaches and the Cardinals been kind of a cluster down there for both teams to get lined up. That'll cost them 5 yards.
But both Apache tackles were leaning back on their heels, kind of leaning back on their heels and fell out of their stance. At least one of them did and got the penalty.
All right, 1st and 15. It'll take the ball back to the 37. And again, we've burned half a quarter and nobody on the board yet. 7:43 to go. Ball on the near hash, 3 left, 1 right, 1 back. 3 down lineman, a stand-up linebacker going to rush, and they throw a middle screen incomplete. Intended that time for Dingle, and he got pushed to the ground. He's looking for a little pass interference, but Alvino Carbajal, a 300-pound nose tackle from Austin, was all over him, and there was nothing working on that play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, Dingle was mugged, but I think it's a good play by the defensive lineman on that play. He was in coverage, and again, the pass was off the mark.
Check that 2nd down after the 5-yard penalty. 2nd down, they send Smith out wide to the left side along with Bailey. Jostin Clark splits near side. Ball on the near hash. McDowell in the slot left. Dingle in the backfield and Strickland to throw. Looking, throwing left. He's got Bailey out there. Caught at the 47. Short of the first down, but his 3rd catch of the day in front of the Trinity Valley bench. Run out of bounds. It'll be a 3rd down and 5 coming up for Tyler.
That's a good-looking pitch and catch. Nice pass by Strickland. Nice route by the receiver as well.
7:20 to go, and the Apaches with a 3rd down from the far hash toward the Trinity Valley bench. Out of the shotgun, Strickland has McDowell and Clark to the near side. They send 2 receivers, including number 19, Bailey, and Smith wide to the left. 4-man rush, throw it near side, overthrows, boy, he sailed that one, and Clark was open, too. That would have been a first down in front of the Tyler bench, and Strickland airmailed that ball into the Tyler sideline, and it's another 4th down. The Apaches and the Cardinals are getting a lot of punt practice today.
Better pass, it's the 1st down, as you mentioned. Strickland, as we talked about earlier, made some great passes last week, but he also missed some receivers. He missed one there.
Last week, Hamilton Williams, 3 punts, averaged 46 yards, including a 60-yarder. And he'll try to pin Trinity Valley back. He'll punt from his 32-yard line. We'll kick it away. This is a nice kick. Nice high kick. Fair caught at the 21-yard line by Trinity Valley's number 25, Jodrick Lewis. And where they're going to mark it, one of them standing at the 20, but I think this thing is actually going to be marked at about the 25-yard line. And with 6:50 to go in a scoreless first quarter, actually they're going to, since he fair caught the ball, they're going to mark it at the 20, not where he actually caught the ball, which seems unusual to me. Looks like they're going to mark it where he actually raised his hand. I'm not sure. Doesn't it look like it to you? I thought he had a little bit, at least 5 more yards on that from where he actually caught the ball. But hey, they're down here, they're down there, I'm up here.
Yeah. I guess we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Give them the benefit of the doubt. Ball at the 20-yard line. Looked kind of like a bad spot to me. Far side, the short side. Cardinals with the ball. Morrissey, their fourth crack at it. Tyler Rush is 4. Snap, slant, completed. Upfield to the 31. That looks like a first down on a quick pitch and catch that time to number 17, Keontae Nixon, his second pass catch of the day. Cardinals try to go without a huddle here. They do before Tyler can get lined up. Inside handoff, Henry. Andrew Henry jukes attacker 40 upfield, midfield into Tyler territory. Run out of bounds near the 45-yard line by Darian Thompson, the Tyler Rover out of Prescott, Arizona. And they mark it at the 44. That'll be a Cardinal first down.
Jaylen Moore to the corner came in and missed the tackle as well.
Ball at the 44-yard line. Morrissey throws a quick hitch, and that's caught near the 40-yard line. Short pitch and catch of 4 yards, and again it's Nixon who's tackled immediately by the Apaches at the 40-yard line, second down. 6:07 to go, scoreless first quarter. Game has been stopped only for penalties so far. Scores. 3 down linemen, stand-up defensive Apaches, and Morrissey to throw. He's got all kinds of time. He's got an open receiver, but he overthrows Nixon, who was open. Along the far sideline, he had 2 steps on the Apache defenders, and Morrissey missed him. It'll be second down.
We talked about it earlier. Both quarterbacks, again, just an errant pass there by Morrissey. Wide open receiver, easy touchdown if he throws a good pass.
Check that, 3rd and 6, ball at the 40-yard line. 3 receivers left, and one of their guys jumped. One of their guys started too quickly. Coach Corey King was a good foot ahead of everybody else. And again, that drives you crazy.
Yeah, but those are 2 most penalties against Trinity Valley. They have 2 on defense and a hold on special teams. So the Cardinals are covering all their bases in terms of penalties.
Gerard Poteet is their head coach. I believe it's his 3rd year there. 2nd year for Coach Rocco. Or 2nd season for Coach Rocco. And on a 3rd down and 11, throw the little slant. Tyler sandwiches the receiver between 2 Tyler Junior College Apaches. Well done that time by TJC defenders, number 44, Javeze Brunson, and number 47, Kobe Adams, on a quick pitch and catch to Jordan Davis, and it'll be a 4th down coming up, 4th down. 4th and 12, and it looks like that they're lining up as if they're going to go for it here. It's 4th and 12, is it not?
It is, and the Apaches are going to take the timeout.
Yeah. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them with 5:21 to go in a scoreless first quarter. It'll be 4th down after this 30-second timeout on 92.1 FM, The Team.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the #1 priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF, and billingstire.net.
92.1 FM, The Team.
5:21 to go in the opening quarter. It's 4th and 12. Cardinals, or Tyler calls timeout. Do they think it's 4th and 2?
It's 4th and 12, and I think the Apaches have caught the Apaches defensively off guard. That's why they called the timeout, because they can't believe Trinity Valley is lining up to go for it here, and it looks like they are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, this is such an unusual year. Why not?
Why not?
I mean, we're playing spring football, for goodness sake, so why not go for it? 4th and 12, ball at the 46-yard line. Cardinals line up as if they're going to go for it here at the Tyler 46-yard line on 4th and 12. Double slots to the right, 3 receivers. And Morrissey now backs up a couple of steps, and maybe he quick kicks this ball. I don't know. Yeah, he's going to do exactly that. Morrissey's going to pooch kick it downfield. With nobody back, this ball's going to hit at the 10-yard line and die at about the 10-yard line. So Morrissey does kill it with a punt deep in Tyler territory. So with 5:11 to go here in the opening quarter, the Apaches will get, what, a 5th crack at it offensively?
Number 5.
Yeah.
Punted 3 times, turned it over on downs. In fact, 6 punts between the 2 teams so far.
And the ball's at the 11-yard line, so a whole lot of special teams action here on the punt teams. The Apaches have turned it over on downs, and Trinity Valley has thrown a pick, and nobody has been able to capitalize. Tyler, they're only 11. going left to right on your device here in the opening quarter. Hand the ball off to Jean Dingle. Dingle in some trouble. He jukes the tackler, but not the third. And the Cardinals are all over him back around the 6-yard line. Tried to get to the near edge, and the Cardinals were just too quick for him. And he is swarmed under by a group that includes Darren Robertson, one of their DBs, along with several of his red-shirted friends. And so that'll take it all the way back to the 7 and make it 2nd and 14.
The Apache offensive line was great last week against Mcdowell. That has not been the case so far. Right now, they're getting beat in the trenches and getting beat pretty bad.
Yeah, they are getting there. Getting spanked right now. Let's see if they can recover. 2nd and 14. Strickland out of the shotgun. Snap, looks, throws, ball upfield. There ought to be a pass interference there. But it's incomplete to Cooley. And how is that not a pass interference? He got run over that time, trucked by Ian Massey, the free safety, before the ball got there.
And they're letting them play a little bit. A lot of physicality on both sides of the ball. The Apaches, didn't get the break they needed there.
3rd and 14. The Apaches pinned at their own 7-yard line with 4:29 to go, and Tyler throwing it on just about every down. Last week's game took 3 hours and 40 minutes because there was a bunch of throwing in that game. 3rd and a bunch. Strickland hands the ball off, and oh boy, look out, Rod Hawkins. 1st down and more, 30, out to the 31-yard line on a draw play to Rod Hawkins. And just like we talked about, they've been throwing so much, Cardinals clearly expected that. They ran a draw to former Tyler High Lion Roderick Hawkins, and that's a 1st down to the 31-yard line. 24-yard gain.
A great play call. The Cardinals weren't expecting that.
Yes, indeed. So Tyler gets out of that hole, and now they'll try to do some business here. 4 wide, snap, pass, complete. Mcdowell hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss on that play by B.J. Schulark, the cornerback. Swing it out to Mcdowell, who had to turn around, and by doing so, he had no idea who was coming. And Schulark nailed him at the 28-yard line. The Apaches lose 3 and 2nd and 13.
Trinity Valley did a great job of reacting to the ball. They did it there on that play.
2nd and 13 at the 28-yard line. Ball on the near hash. Tyler sends Mcdowell, Rimpert, and Bailey all out wide to the left side. And Cooley is wide to the short side of the field. Dingle in the backfield. Hand the ball to him for a couple. Just one out to the 29. Looks like they're going to mark forward progress after a 1-yard gain, maybe. Nope, they're not going to give him anything. They see his knee went down at the 28, so that'll make it 3rd down and 40. 3rd and 13 coming up.
Dingle tried to cut it back upside or inside and slip down, but he was helped down as well as Trinity Valley was in perfect position to defend that play.
Offense is struggling here in the first quarter. 2:58 to go. We have no score. Last week it was certainly not that way. Ed Navarra, 4 wide receivers set. Dingle in the backfield. Strickland the snap. On 3rd and long, he throws it up the left side. There's a hand fight going on. And again, contact, and the back judge says nothing as Rimpert is not able to catch up with the football. The coverage on that far sideline in front of the Trinity Valley bench. And again, those guys were hand fighting. This crew's kind of letting them play.
A little bit. And I kind of like that. And that ball was past the receiver by the time the real contact happened. So I think it's a good no call.
Yeah, okay. Just as long as you call it that way all day long for both sides. I mean, it's okay. I mean, the Baylor Bears found that out in a women's basketball game this week. They let those girls play in that UConn game pretty much the whole game.
Until the last play, right?
And then in the last play, the 2 UConn girls come down on top of the Baylor girl, and no call. Trina Tillis-Horde, the Tyler Apache lady coach, as we get ready for a punt, kind of said that. We talked to her this week. So they've been letting them play the whole game. Why not? Why call it then? And here's a punt that will bounce at the 35-yard line. And it's untouched. The Apaches will down it there. Smith will down it at the 37-yard line. And so the Apaches send the defense back out there again. Their offense is 0 for 5 with 2:32 left to play in the opening quarter in a scoreless game between the Apaches and the Cardinals.
Much different game, as I mentioned in last week. A lot of defense this time around. By this time last week, got a whole lot of offense.
Yeah, had about 40 points on the board almost by this time.
I think a little bit of last week and a little bit of this week is what we're looking for.
All right, 2.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Again, coming up at halftime, the Apache Bells and the band are here. The Tyler cheerleaders are here. Feels like football out there. You can hear the band in the background down on the field. And got a crowd in the stands today. Got a good crowd from Trinity Valley. Nice crowd on the Tyler side on a gorgeous Friday afternoon, and it is another media timeout while they take it. These guys, I think, want to rest.
They're running commercials, right?
Yeah.
They're taking them after the kicks and stuff. So, yeah.
Okay.
This is big time. I think we feel like we made it.
Yeah, man. I'm going to start paying attention, and let Chris Jones, sell some cars for us here in a moment or something. All right. This crew is, you get a different story with each crew each week in this league. Yeah, you really don't. We
didn't have any media time.
There's no real set format for this. It kind of depends on the crew. From the 37, Morrissey out of the shotgun. Snap, throw the slant upfield, caught 45-yard line, and the Apaches, after a gain of 13, finally got the Trinity Valley receiver on the ground. Well done that time by Brian Litt. Make that Julian Johnson with the catch and run to the 49-yard line, first down.
A good recognition by Morrison to get him the ball in open space.
From the 49, his own 49, they've got a running back in the backfield, Dunn. Tyler with a three-man defensive front and a 3-4 look this time. Hand the ball off to Dunn, and he runs right into two Apaches. That won't fly. The Apaches come up and stick him. James Neal, the big linebacker, out of Paris, Texas, 6'1", 220. The first guy there also in on that play for the Tyler Apaches was Ronald Caldwell, the Sam linebacker. Short gain, second down. They want to go quickly here on a 2nd and 8. Throw the hitch pass upfield. Neal makes the tackle, but that's a pickup of about 5 more on a pitch and catch to Jay Lloyd. That'll make it 3rd down. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Cardinals want to go quickly here, and they're going to try to do that, but they slow themselves down with the personnel decisions they have to make. And, of course, by rule, you have to give the defense an opportunity to get set as well. So they've tried to slow some of that down. Slot left. Shotgun with Dunn in the backfield. Morrissey on a 3rd down and 3 will hand the ball. No, he's going to keep it himself, trying to get to the edge using the stiff arm, and the Apaches stop him short, and what a collision in front of the Tyler bench. Neal was there, but the guy who delivered the big blow that time for the Tyler Apaches was Justice Clemens, number 26. It'll be 4th and 1.
Morrissey doesn't have a whole lot of speed, and he took a big hit. Last week we saw the Apaches be physical on defense more than I have in the last few years.
Mark it at the 43. It'll be 4th and 2. With 40 seconds left to go in the opening quarter, Trinity Valley clearly going to go for it here. They've got a tight end lined up to the right side and a man in motion on 4th and 2. Morrissey's going to keep it, and he's got the first down to the 40-yard line as he keeps it himself. And with 30 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter, he has a first down at the Tyler 40-yard line.
Design quarterback draw. Good job by Morrissey to pick his way through the Apache defense to move the chains.
Those are the football near hash. 40 clock starts up again. Probably looking at one more play, barring a penalty here in the opening quarter. 3 receivers and a slot man and a man in motion and another penalty. Well, I've jinxed them. They had the proverbial penalty. This is going to be against Trinity Valley. Another motion penalty.
I think that's the 6th penalty. They have a hard time getting lined up, and on defense they have a hard time staying in their stances.
Now moving back to the 45 and make it a 1st and 15. 14 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Scoreless here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. The Apaches and the Cardinals. Game 2 of the spring 2021 football season. We were supposed to play in the fall. We didn't. And there they let the clock run out. The end of 1. Tyler nothing. Trinity Valley nothing. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Hey, Doc Deaston here once again with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Like you, it feels a little odd to have TJC on the football field at this time of year, but at least they finally got to suit up. I have and always will love watching the stadium, and when I can't be there, I listen here. As a real estate agent, I get to show off Tyler to countless newcomers every year. And I'm always proud to run them right down 5th Street to see our beautiful TJC campus. I've yet to have someone not be impressed by what they've seen either. We have an absolute treasure in this school, never mind the traditions and memories that so many of us carry from our days on campus. So thanks for listening today, and thanks for supporting our TJC Apaches no matter the time of year. At this time of year, the real estate market is hopping. And so if you need help with something in that realm, give me a call, 903-262-8680, or check out testimonials from past clients at docdeasonrealestate.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
After one here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium, it's Tyler nothing, Trinity Valley nothing. Bill Coates and Kevin Simon. Next week, the Apaches again will host Resolution Prep out of the DFW area. It's a non-conference game against the Prep team. Ironically enough, they're going to play Trinity Valley on Thursday and Tyler on Saturday. They must have two teams.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes no sense.
You can't do that in football. You can do it in baseball and basketball, but not football. Hard to recover after taking a pounding.
Non-conference games at the junior college level can be kind of almost comical at times with some of these prep schools who are not very good in most cases, so we don't know what to expect out of these guys. But they'll play it next Saturday here at the stadium. And, then, of course, the regional basketball tournament begins in Jacksonville coming up on Tuesday. The men play on Tuesday, the women play Wednesday, and then both are joined to back up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until they determine a champion. And as we get ready for the second quarter in a scoreless ball game, the Cardinals have the football. They go left to right. They've got the ball on a 1st and 15 at the Tyler 45-yard line. Not much offense in this first half for either team, especially Tyler. They've not been able to run the football at all, except for one 24-yard run by Tyler's Tyler running back. Here's a handoff to Dunn, and Dunn picks up pretty good yardage. Going left, turns it upfield, crosses the Tyler 40 down to about the 36, and now picked up about 9 yards on that play. That'll make it a second down, and they'll need 6 at the Tyler 36-yard line. Starting the second quarter here at the stadium, Tyler rushes 4. Hand the ball off near side to Henry, trying to get to the edge. The Apaches track him down. He breaks a tackle, 30-yard line, first down and more inside the 25, right about the 25-yard line. So he picked up 8 on that carry and has a first down with the Tyler 25-yard line. A back-to-back running plays, Dunn and Henry.
Yeah, the Apaches did a good job initially to string him out, but he cut back inside underneath the Florida defense and got the first down.
Mark it at the 24-yard line. Ball on the near hash. Snap the football. Morrissey. Hand it to Dunn. The Apaches string it out. Dunn turns the corner and picks up 3 or 4 more yards before the Apaches run him out of bounds. I thought maybe they had an angle on him in the backfield, but as it turned out, Kennard Compton had to bump him out after a pickup of about 2.5 yards.
That happened several times last week. The Apaches allowed the offense to break containment and get outside.
Second down and call it 8 at the 22-yard line of the Apaches. The Cardinals trying to get into the red zone here. They dump it out near side. This is Henry. He will to the 15-yard line. Henry down near the 10-yard line, and that may well be a first and goal. It would be the first and goal of the day for either team. And the ball is at the Tyler 10-yard line, and that will be first and goal for the Cardinals.
Great downfield blocking by his wide receivers.
All right, they'll go quickly here. They'll snap the football, hand it to Henry. Henry inside the 5, Henry down near the 4-yard line, and Andrew Henry finally taken down by the Apaches after a gain of 6. Tackle made by Ronald Caldwell. Second and goal at the 4. The Cardinals again trying to keep the Apaches from making personnel adjustments. Near hash, 2 backs in the ball game. Hand the ball off to Dunn, and he's going to get in. Touchdown, Trinity Valley. 4 yards out, Cardinals score with 13:10 left to play. Make that 13-11 left to play in the second quarter. And the Cardinals take a 6-0 lead.
Great job offensively to mix up the run and the pass. Try to get the Apaches back in their heels. That's exactly what they look like. Finished off with a strong run by Dunn.
Esquita, their kicker, who was perfect last week, also kicked 2 field goals. As it teed up here to give the Cards a 7-0 lead. Let's see if he does. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. 13-11 left to play in the second quarter. It's 7-0. Cardinals over the Apaches back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM, the team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
When Jersey Mike's gives a sub some sizzle, the hot grill is the way. Every cheesesteak we make starts fresh, made to order atop a sizzling hot flat-top grill. The right way. The way meat, cheese, and peppers are prepared their piping hot best. It's the way Jersey Mike's has been doing it all along. Because when you're making a cheesesteak, a sizzling flat-top grill is really the only way. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments and let me put you in the perfect ride. I'm Taylor Swinford, and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
92.1 FM, the team.
13-11 to go in the second quarter. The Cardinals finally on the board. They lead 7-0.
Tough run by Dunn, including the touchdown run. 11 plays, 63 yards, 5 minutes, and 21-second drive.
All right, so Dunn's 4-yard touchdown run gives the Cardinals the first lead. The Apaches are 0 for 5 with their offense. They have struggled here early on in this game, now trying to, after putting up over 600 last week, trying to get their feet under them and really get moving here. And they have just struggled to run the ball. Last week they had some big runs and put up 240 yards, but boy, nothing much today except for that one 24-yard run by Hawkins.
And again, you credit the Cardinals defense. They look pretty good on that side of the ball, but they expect the Apaches to get going at some point.
Esquita has it teed up at the 35-yard line to kick it away to the Apaches. Early second quarter, though, and just a 7-0 ball game. The Cardinals, as Kevin said, goes 63. The kick is short. It'll bounce, picked up by the Apaches' Najee Ellis, and he will be knocked down at the 25-yard line. Najee Ellis, the freshman from Arlington, gets it to the 25 or thereabouts. And with 13:05 to go in the second quarter, let's see where the Apaches start this drive. And so Tyler at their own 25-yard line. And Brendan Strickland, the freshman from Princeton, Texas. Big game stat-wise last week, but again, 2 costly interceptions. One at the goal line, the other a pick 6 that decided the game. Back out there, has a great arm. He's got Hawkins in the backfield. Tyler goes with a 3-receiver slot right set. Snap the football and a pump fake and nowhere to go with it. Strickland's going to have to eat it at the 23-yard line. Swarm under by a couple of Trinity Valley Cardinals, including Kamarje Kinney and Jacob Berry, defensive end and linebacker. That'll make it a 2nd down and 13. Tyler's kind of been second and long all day, haven't they?
Well, Strickland's been under pressure throughout this first half, and again on that play, several guys in the backfield to get to Strickland.
2nd down, 12, ball at the 23-yard line, ball on the near hash. McDowell is in. He's playing as a slot tight end, an H-back this time. Snap the ball, hand off to Hawkins, and Hawkins is going to get 3, and that's all to the 26. Again, that's been just about all they've been able to come up with today. The draw play has been semi-effective. That time only a 3-yard gain before the Cardinals make the tackle. That's number 46, Amaze Nuemo. And after a short gain, now the Apaches face a 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, you would think coming off of last week's performance that this offense would be playing with some confidence. That has not shown up so far.
Ball on the near hash, a 4-receiver set, snap it against the 4-man line, swing it out near side Bailey. Bailey caught, hit, maybe got a yard out of that. And none of the stuff that Tyler's wanting to do is working much right now. Initial hit made that time by a couple of tackers, but Darian Robertson was the first guy there, and after a short gain, now it will be a 4th down and 8 coming up for Tyler.
That's a quick 3 and out as well. The Apaches recognize they're having a tough time getting these guys blocked, so they try to go for a short passing game, but the Cardinals have that covered as well.
All right, 11:27 to go. Robertson, by the way, is a defensive end who wears the number 2, and to kick the ball away, Hamilton Williams will do so. And this ball is short, taken by Lewis, goes left. He's at the 50, and he turns the corner to the 40 for Tyler to Trinity Valley, and he may go all the way. Inside the 15, inside the 10. Hamilton Williams knocks him out at the goal line, but it's a touchdown on a kick return. There's a penalty flag way back upfield. This would be a 65-yarder if it stands.
Looks like it'll be coming back. That was a huge break for TJC because that was well blocked from what I've seen. A return left set up, and they had a wall set up at the Trinity Valley, but it looks like the Apaches will get a huge break.
Yeah, Jodrick Lewis ran that one back about 65 yards down the far sideline. Tyler missed a couple of tackles. They didn't take very good angles on the punt. They left the edge open right in front of the Cardinal bench, and here's the call. No foul on the play. That's a touchdown. They wave it off. and call it a touchdown, and all of a sudden they're up 13-0.
Yeah, and you'd hate to see something like that called back because, again, from what I saw, it was well blocked, and after long discussion by the officials, they wipe it off.
13-0, the extra point to come. The Apaches are digging a hole. So they're going to have to dig out of a hole. They're already 0-1 on the season, and they are in a little bit of a pickle right now because they've had very little offense so far.
Can't get anything going on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, see if they can. Hopefully they can before the afternoon's over. Make a ball game out of this. But the Cardinals, who struggle themselves, just got a punt return. And the extra point by Esquita is up, and it is good. And it's 14-0 Cardinals over the Apaches, early second, back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM, The Team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app, powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Tyler down 14-0. Esquita's kick is away, and we're early in the second quarter, and this one angling toward the left side, taken by an Apache at the 18-yard line, upfield to about the 23. Got to catch the number of the return man over there. It looks like for Tyler. What number is that?
I think that's Rempert, number 14.
Number 14, Rempert,
yeah.
Okay.
They did a great job to come up and field that short kick and save some of that yardage.
65-yard Jodrick Lewis punt return makes it a 14-0 ball game. There's a penalty on the play, but they look at it, pick the flag up, and say that there was not an illegal block. And Lewis just hangs a long punt return on the Apaches. And so Tyler down 14-0 second quarter. We're at exactly 11 minutes to go in the second period. And Brendan Strickland, the Tyler quarterback, he's been ineffective so far today. Hands it near side on a jet sweep, and that's Cooley, who's in big trouble and thrown down for a loss on that play. 3 red shirts led by Jaylen Moore drop him for a loss at about the 23-yard line. That's a loss of 1. It'll be second down at 11.
And it all starts up front. The Apaches can't get them blocked. They're getting plenty of pressure and making it tough for anybody to get going on the offense.
Second down, 11 at the 23. The Apaches, again, have struggled on that side of the ball so far today. Looking to get it going. Cooley lined up near side along with Bailey. Strickland has time this time. Pump fakes a third time. Pass upfield and a flag down on a short pitch and catch to Mark Patton, the former Tyler Legacy Red Raider. He makes his first catch of the year. He's tackled at the 27. Let's see what the flag's about.
Going against the Apaches. That's a great job by the offensive line on that play, as they gave the quarterback Strickland plenty of time to find a receiver, but it looks like it'll be a penalty against TJC.
So they're going to go over to the far side and talk to the Trinity Valley coaches. Again, it was second and long. It would be third and about 8 if they were to decline it. Or if it's holding, it could be second down and really long for Tyler.
They're going to take the penalty.
Yeah.
They haven't gotten the penalty call yet. But
here's the penalty call coming up. It's going to be offensive pass interference. Come on! So that's half the distance, so why wouldn't you take it? Yeah, pin them back. Second, very long coming up.
Receiver for TJC started blocking before the pass was made. Or before it was caught, so that'll back them up.
Yeah, that'll take it back to... boy, they're almost using the...
They're having a hard time getting it.
Yeah, hard time deciding here. Finally, the center judge puts it down at the 13-yard line. They're using like 8 men on these crews now. It's a lot of eyes out there. All right, it'll be second down and long from the 13-yard line. Snap it to Strickland, hand the ball to Hawkins. Hawkins for 2. out to the 15-yard line. There's just not much in the way of a running lane for the Apaches. To give Trinity Valley a lot of credit, they are really stuffing the Tyler run game, and that'll make it a third down. Third, and the Apaches will need about 19 for the first down, under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
The Apaches don't have a play for this kind of yardage today. They did have, last week they had some big play capability. That has not been the case so far today.
Third down and 19 at the 15-yard line for the Apaches. And on a third and long, 4 receivers set, 1 back. Strickland stands back at the 5-yard line, throws the deep ball up the near side, and that ball's going to be intercepted. Intercepted at the 45-yard line, intended for Cooley. And playing center field that time was B.J. Schoolark, the cornerback. And that is the third pick of the year for Strickland, who, again, has had a little problem this year of overthrowing receivers. And he badly overthrew Cooley that time, and that's a pick. And a first down for the Cardinals with 9:26 to go.
And that one wasn't on the offensive line. Strickland once again had plenty of time to find a receiver. Couldn't find anybody open and just launched the ball into traffic, and the Cardinals came down with it.
So the Apaches turn it over, and it has been a rough first half for the Tyler offense so far. Still got plenty of time, done only 14-0, but looking to get this ship righted here, get rolling here off this afternoon on Good Friday. Gorgeous Friday afternoon for junior college football. Morrissey from the 42-yard line, snap, handoff upfield for a gain to the 50. That's a pickup of 8 yards, and a nice run by Cameron Collier, one of the running backs, and then a penalty flag thrown at the end of that play right at the 50-yard line. I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, some pushing and shoving after the play, so we'll see if they tag both teams. Would be a bad break if it's just against the Apaches, as Trinity Valley is starting to get its offense on track.
Man, they got a lot of striped shirts down there.
They got a lot of guys out there.
Man, they all must have wanted lunch at one of the local restaurants today or something. They brought a bunch of guys.
It is a bunch of guys. It's 9.
There's 8 of them.
Yeah, 8.
8-man crew. Why do you need 8?
That's
I guess you do.
People.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 15-yard walk. That's against Tyler.
Defense number 2 is first in the game.
All right, so that's an unsportsmanlike on Tyler. You get 1, and that's on Kobe Savage. They'll take it to the 35-yard line. That's his first. He's got a warning, so if he does it again, he's out. They would have to miss the next game, too. So unsportsmanlike on Tyler. First down at the 35-yard line. Cardinals threatening again. Ball in the middle of the field, going left to right. Snap it to Morrissey. Fake the handoff. Morrissey looking for the slant. Ball caught at the 15-yard line. That is a first down. Nicely done that time. No wasted motion or no wasted time to Gerard Taylor. Cardinal first down.
Yeah, just the post route by Taylor. Perfect pass by Morrissey for the first down.
They go with a tight end lined up left this time and hand the football off, or trying to. They actually, Collier not able to get the handoff because he stumbled, but Morrissey keeps it to the 10-yard line and picks up 5 yards anyway. Yep. He tried to hand it to Collier, but Collier stumbled, and so he wisely pulled the ball away, ran it himself for a good yard.
Their offense on track, even on the busted play, they get 5 yards.
Second down and 5 at the 10-yard line, ball in the middle of the field. This time they do hand it to Collier, and he's in untouched. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's 20-0. Cameron Collier rolls in from 10 yards out, of the Cardinals lead 20-0.
Yeah, they really made that possession look easy. Didn't take long. Again, I stated before they started that their offense was starting to get on track, and they were helped out by that 15-yard personal foul penalty.
So the Apaches in a hole in a big way here in the first half with 8:38 left to go. And they will try the extra point here. Esquita has it teed up. And so this would make it a 21-0 ball game, and that's exactly what he does. 8:38 to go, 21-zip Cardinals. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, the team.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the #1 priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF, and billingstire.net.
When Jersey Mike's gives a sub some sizzle, the hot grill is the way. Every cheesesteak we make starts fresh, made to order atop a sizzling hot flat-top grill. The right way. The way meat, cheese, and peppers are prepared their piping hot best. It's the way Jersey Mike's has been doing it all along. Because when you're making a cheesesteak, a sizzling flat-top grill is really the only way. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
This is The Team, 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. The Dan Patrick Show, 8 to 11. You're on The Team.
Cards lead at 21-0 midway through the second quarter.
4 plays, 58 yards, only took them 52 seconds. Nice drive. Again, they're getting their offense on track. Time for the Apaches to respond.
Untouched, Cameron Collier goes 10 yards to cap off the drive. Extra point good, 21-zip. Esquita has it teed up, and TJC's offense, again, has been struggling today. They'll try to get it untracked on this possession. Ball fair caught by Mcdowell at the 23-yard line on the high kickoff. And so Josh Mcdowell will give the Apaches the ball at the 23 after fair catching. And so the clock reads 8:38 to go here in the second quarter. Cardinals have scored on a 4-yard run by Dunn, a 65-yard Lewis punt return, and a 10-yard touchdown run by Collier. And the Apaches are, I think, 0 for 7 on their drive so far today. Am I right about that, Kevin?
Yeah, not much going on for the Apaches. And again, they, not only they're not playing well, but they're not playing with a whole lot of energy. A little sluggish, no urgency so far. Plenty of time left in this game.
All right, Strickland from his own 25-yard line, far hash, looking to throw. Nice pocket as he throws it upfield. That's completed to Bailey at the 36-yard line, and that's first down.
No, he dropped it.
No, did he drop the ball? Bailey dropped that ball. I just assumed it was right in his hands.
Should have been caught. No. Yeah, should have been caught. I think a late reaction by the defender to knock the ball away. It's an outright good pass by Strickland. Should have been caught, but a receiver just dropped it.
I absolutely assumed it was such a good pass that he caught the ball right in his breadbasket.
A great route, great pass. He just dropped the ball. Had it stripped out by a Cardinal.
Second down and 10 at the 25-yard line. I'm going to have to pay attention. I just really did assume that he caught the ball. And back to pass Strickland on 2nd and 10. Throws the ball down the near hash and overthrows Nick Rippert. Rippert trying to, I don't know if that was a post route or a turn in at about midfield, but that ball was a good 10 yards over his head, was it not?
It was, and he wasn't open anyway. And again, we saw this the last possession where Strickland just launched the pass into traffic. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
All right, so here we go. It's 3rd and 10 with 8:25 to go. Tyler at the 25-yard line. 1 back, 4 wide set. 4-3 look defensively for the Cardinals, and Strickland looking to throw. He steps up. He's got a man up there, and that's another drop. Did he catch the ball?
Yeah,
drop?
Call it a catch. I thought he
caught it.
it.
Yeah, I thought for a moment he dropped it, but they did catch the ball. Good job that time on a slant pass to Xavier Cooper. First time we've seen him make a catch, but on a 3rd and 10, the Apaches get a first down.
Yeah, one of the better plays. Nice job by Cooper to go down and catch a low pass.
38-yard line, so the Apaches get a fresh set of downs here, and maybe a sign of life for this Tyler offense. Down 21-zip here in the second quarter. We're not quite midway through the period. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Strickland's going to have to scramble. He's hit as he throws. Got Mcdowell for 6 to the 44-yard line. Mcdowell, the last guy, he was probably the 3rd option on that play. But to Strickland's credit, he stepped up and maintained his cool and drills Mcdowell for his 3rd catch of the day. It'll be a 2nd down and 4.
That is a good play by Strickland to step up in the pocket and buy himself a little extra time to unload that pass to Mcdowell, who got up and made a good catch.
All right, 2nd down, 4, ball at the 44-yard line. The Apaches could put something on the board before halftime, would make them feel better about themselves going into the locker room, feel like they've still got a football game going here. And he's trying to do that. Strickland near his side, ball caught by Bailey. Oh, he dropped that one in right over the fingertips of the linebacker in coverage that time, and Bailey this time didn't drop it. Near the 40-yard line, outstanding play in front of the Tyler bench.
That's a perfect pass by Strickland. Good job by the receiver to go up and catch a difficult pass as he had a defender in his face.
And an outstanding throw by Strickland. Ball at the 42-yard line. Handoff this time. And here goes Hawkins. Hawkins got a little room this time. Gets to the edge, and near the end of the run, he steps out at the 33-yard line. That's close, but not quite a first down for the Apaches. Looks like a gain of 9.
The Apaches are starting to play with some urgency just in the nick of time.
7 minutes left to go in the quarter. Tyler wants to run quickly here. 3 receivers, slot set, hand the ball off to Hawkins. Hawkins scrambles downfield and moves the pile for about 2, close to the 30-yard line before he is bottled up that time by, among others, their defensive tackle, DeAndre Blunt. Pickup of, let's call it 3 yards, maybe? A gain of, right? Guess we'll give him, 31-yard line, so that's makes it a second down coming up here, right? No, that was a second and short. It's first down at the 31-yard line. Didn't need much, and so it's first down at the 31. 3 receivers wide toward the far side of the field for Tyler as they go right to left and back to throw again. Strickland's got all kinds of time downfield into traffic and double-teamed, intended on a post route for Bailey. Broken up at the 5-yard line.
A dangerous pass by Strickland. Now the 2 defenders ran into each other. A Cardinal was down, but that is a dangerous pass on a post route by Strickland. He got away with it.
And there is an injured player on the field. We'll take a 30-second break. An injured Cardinal. 6:19 to go. Apaches trail 21-0. We're back at 30 seconds. So 92.1 FM, the team.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments at Let Me Put You in the Perfect Ride. I'm Taylor Swinford, and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
92.1 FM, the team.
Injured Cardinal on the play on that incomplete pass to Bailey. Looked like 2 of the Cardinals ran together, so the Cardinals shaken up is inside the 5-yard line. And again, as always, he's out there trying to lend a hand, the Apache head trainer Eddie McGuire, along with the Trinity Valley staff. And the Cardinal player is up. It appears to be
Kerry
okay.
Brooks. Yeah, it looks like Kerry Brooks may have gotten the wind knocked out of him as those 2 defenders ran into each other.
So that's good to see that he's walking off the field under his own power. It appears to be okay. It's easy to sit up here. You played the game. I mean, stuff that we take for granted. Well, he's not hurt that badly. Any hit in a game like this, it hurts, doesn't it?
You get used to it over time, but some of those you really feel, and looks like Brooks really felt that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's there's no injury serious if it's on you.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's non-serious injuries are on everybody else, right?
And they have lingering effects. He'll probably feel that, the rest of the season. He'll still play through it, but you feel just about every tough hit, every injury.
And that looked like friendly fire, like his own guy hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of converged on the nice play to break up the pass, but they converged and ran into each other.
An incomplete pass, 2nd and 10, 6:19 to go. Tyler down 21-0. But they've got the ball at the Cardinal 31-yard line, trying to get on the scoreboard. After putting up 50 last week and losing, they've been shut out so far today in the first half. Dingle's in the backfield, and they're going to throw a bubble screen to Rimpert, and he's going to look deep and throw it downfield into coverage. No, he's going to keep it and run it inside that's Justin Clark, inside the 25. He faked the pass on that bubble screen. Looked like an option pass. He looked downfield. The player was covered, and Clark tucks it and runs it to the 24-yard line.
Supposed to be a double pass, but a great job by Trinity Valley. They didn't bite on it. Had great coverage and forced the ball carrier that time. He would be passer to keep the football and get upfield.
All right, Clark gets 7 yards out of that. Tyler picks not exactly the way it was drawn up, but he does get 7. Ball at the 24-yard line. 3rd down and 3. They need to gain the 21. Ball on the near hash. Here's a blitz coming. Strickland on the rollout. Strickland looking to throw downfield. He does, and he almost picked off, overthrew Mcdowell, and there's a penalty flag down. Boy, way overthrew Mcdowell, and that ball was almost intercepted, and a penalty flag thrown at the end of that play by the back judge.
Strickland might get a break here, because Strickland should have kept that football and got the first down. Instead, he decided to throw the football, almost had it intercepted, but it looks like this penalty will go against Trinity Valley.
Trying to find the referee. There he is. All right, so if this is against Trinity Valley, Tyler will get a break, keep the drive going. As we play here in the second quarter, and defensive pass interference. All right, so with 5:37 to go, that basically becomes half the distance to the goal for the Apaches and takes them to the 14-yard line, and it's a first down.
Yeah, the Apaches have to get a touchdown.
Takes them to the 9-yard line, first down.
down 3 touchdowns, 21-0 right now. They don't need to settle for field goals. Got to punch this one in.
All right, first and goal. First time today the Apaches have had a first and goal. Patton is in at tight end along with McDowell, so they've got double tight ends. Hawkins in the backfield, Rippert and Clark are the wide receivers. Ball at the 9-yard line. Blitz coming. Strickland throws it near side. McDowell, who had a touchdown and dropped it. He had it at the 6-yard line, and I think he scores. If he hangs on, he dropped the ball. I think he knew it, too.
I think he got a little anxious.
Which is why he dropped the ball, right?
Saw Green in front of him, got a little anxious, tried to turn it upfield before securing the ball, and he just dropped it. Both defenders took off with one receiver, left him wide open, and he just couldn't handle the pass.
McDowell scored a touchdown last week, and he almost should have had his second right there. Second and goal at the 9-yard line. Hawkins standing left of the quarterback. 3 receivers split out wide to the right side, including McDowell. Strickland to throw. Strickland steps up, in trouble. Strickland's going to have to eat it after picking up a yard, maybe 2. The 8, maybe the 7-yard line. Nowhere to go with it. Strickland's not a big runner, but he's a big kid, and he kind of fell forward for a yard or 2 that time, but now it's third and goal.
Great coverage once again by Trinity Valley for Strickland to keep that football, but again, they need a touchdown here.
They really do. With 5:08 to go, they really need a touchdown to feel good about themselves going into halftime. Ball's at the 8-yard line, so it's third and goal at the 8. And the clock running under 5 minutes to go. Ball dead in the middle of the field. They have Clark make that McDowell and Rippert out wide near side. And this time they're looking that way. They throw the ball near side, incomplete, intended for Rippert. They try to square out at the goal line, and the ball is way off the mark. It'll be 4th down, and we're going to see Pedro Yeverino. And that is a disappointment for the Apaches because they had first and goal at the 9 and wound up getting 1 yard in 3 plays.
Got to start somewhere, but this is a disappointment. They needed a touchdown there, Nate. Apaches had to settle a couple times last week for field goals in the red zone.
And Yeverino, who hit a couple of short field goals last week, will try a 25-yarder here with no angle. The snap, the hold, the kick's on the way, and the Apaches finally on the board. With 4:42 to go in the second quarter, they trail 21-3. Back in 1 minute, 92.1 FM, the team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
92.1 FM, the team.
Well, the Cardinals were picked near the top of the conference this year, and the Apaches were picked near the bottom in the Coaches Bowl. Not that anybody really knows what to expect, but the Apaches are very disappointed with a 25-yard field goal, Kevin.
Yeah, after 12 plays, they go 70 yards, but they don't get to the end zone. And again, you have to start somewhere, so they'll take the points, but boy, they wanted a touchdown there.
Yeverino's field goal makes it a 21-3 ball game, kick taken at the goal line, and this will be Henry. Going left, upfield 20, 25, out to the 30, and the Apaches finally put him on the ground at about the 34-yard line. And for a good return from the goal line near the 34-yard line, Corey King on the return. And the Apaches send the defense back out there. They get to the locker room down 18. Maybe you kind of feel like you've generated a little bit of momentum. Your defense would certainly feel that way, I think. But there's still a ton of time before halftime, and the Cardinals kind of waking up on that side of the ball, too.
Their offense has gotten going the last couple of possessions. And so, yeah, they have to, the Apaches have to find a way to slow them out.
Apaches a little late getting on the field defensively, and now they do. From the 34-yard line, 4 wide receivers set, throw the little quick slant upfield for a gain of about 7 before the Apaches make a quick tackle that time on 2 Trinity Valley receiver, Demetrius Mitsalopoulos. And so it'll be a gain of 7. That'll make it a second down and 3.
That's a good play against that Apache zone. Just find an open receiver, get him the football, good yardage on first down.
I hope they don't throw it to him much more. I don't want to pronounce that name all afternoon. Second down is short at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. Pump fake, looking. Morrissey upfield. Intercepted. James Neal, second pick of the day, 35. Neal inside the 30-yard line. Tyler's second pick of the day, and linebacker James Neal got it. And if that doesn't jumpstart this football team, nothing will.
This has got to get them going, and once again, they need a touchdown, but a great job encouraged by Neal and the Apaches. Good read on the play, and a good return after the interception.
Interception by James Neal. And the crowd gets kind of a wake-up call for the fans here who have obviously been disappointed with what the Apaches have not done offensively. Now they have a chance. They have basically been told, okay, fellas, we've given one to you again. Now go do something with it. They're down 21-3. Neal just got a pick. And now Tyler has the football at the 24-yard line. This happened to them in the first half. And then there's a walk-off. Of what?
Yeah, I don't know if they just misspotted the ball.
They misspotted the ball, I think, at the 32-yard line. Yeah. They misspotted the ball. Not a penalty, but basically adjusting the spot of the foul or the return to the 32-yard line. So Tyler starts at the 32. Either way, it's a chance. 3 receivers, slot right, draw play to Hawkins. Hawkins uses a stiff arm, not much available, if anything. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage as Rod Hawkins, the former JT Tyler High Lion, is a stone for basically no gain. Might have even lost a little bit of yardage on that play. These guys are very tough against the run. They always have a great front 7, and that appears to be the case again this year.
Yeah, they are pretty strong up front, but they're fast as well. Again, able to run down the football.
This short season will end in early May. Only 8 games. Second down 11 at the 33-yard line. Strickland looking to throw. He's in big trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 45-yard line. 3 red shirts all over him that time, but the guy who's going to get credit in my book for the sack is Braden Woods. Braden Woods got the sack.
And that's been the story here in the first half. Again, good pressure on Strickland. They got to him in a hurry. And that's a huge sack on second down.
Big 270-pound nose tackle out of Norman, Oklahoma. There's a school. Isn't there a college in Norman, Oklahoma?
I believe there is.
Yeah.
Some little school out there.
Little school there. Play some football, right?
Pretty good, though. Yeah.
All right. I can't make it third and long. They're at their own 40. They're at the 45. They need to get to the 22, and Strickland back to pass. Rolling out. Throws it downfield. Oh, he's got a man. That's Cooley. Cooley's going to have a first down on a rollout pass inside the 20-yard line. Boy, Cooley had nobody between him and the goal line. Finally run out at the 16-yard line. That's a heck of a call on a rollout pass from Braden Strickland to Jeremiah Cooley.
And that's a great job by Strickland as well, as able to beat the pressure, get outside the pocket, and find a man downfield for a huge play.
Tyler has it at the 16-yard line. Boy, they needed that. And 2 receivers, including Cooley near side. Fake the handoff. Screen pass near wing on the slant. They find Rory Bailey, and Rayleigh's going to get to the 1-yard line. Did he get in? No. Bumped out inside the 1-yard line. Rory Bailey on that swing pass, bubble screen, whatever you want to call it, to Rory Bailey, and he takes it to the 1-yard line, first and goal.
A couple of good plays on back-to-back plays for the Apache offense, and right now they've got it going.
Rory Bailey at the 1-yard line, and the Apaches are going to make one of their big linemen in as a fullback. And Mark Patton is in at quarterback, the former Tyler Legacy Red Raider who did that in high school at the goal line, snaps it, fumble it, and eats it at the 8-yard line. They snap it to Patton. He looked like he looked down, and the ball popped out of his hands, and the Apaches lose from the 1 back near the 7, maybe the 8-yard line.
Yeah, a couple of penalty flags. I'm not sure. They're in 2 areas. One is on the Trinity Valley sideline. One is on the Apache, near the Apache sideline. So a couple of penalty flags, probably for different infractions, because there was some pushing and shoving after the play, and Apache actually had his helmet snatched off, so we'll get the call. Apaches don't need to get chewed down here from around the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah, they're really, again, another crack at it. That's their second straight trip inside the 10-yard line, and they lose yardage that time. Let's see what the penalty flag is. Again, this is a zebra convention. standing at about the 5, talking this thing over, trying to sort out what the heck they want to call here.
There's a lot going on in that play. As I mentioned, 2 penalty flags in 2 very different areas, which would lead me to believe that there's 2 different infractions on the play, but it's a long discussion going on.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe they're trying to. Maybe they got sorted out here. Let's see what the call is here.
We have fouls on both teams. Both will be enforced. Offsides. Defense. Number 41. That penalty will be enforced. Half the distance go after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense. Number 72. That 15-yard penalty will also be enforced. That's his first game. First down.
All right, that's on Donovan Ford of TJC, the unsportsmanlike. So the Apaches, this is not going to net out well for Tyler.
Nope, they get the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
The bigger penalty goes against the Apaches.
And again, you have the ball first and goal at the 1, and you're going back.
Got to be smarter than that.
Got to be smarter than that. My goodness gracious, that's going to take him back outside the 15-yard line, and it's going to be, first and goal at the 16-yard line? Is that right? Or at the 18?
It's about the 18.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're looking down there, and they're going to put the ball down at the 18. So the Apaches have it first and goal at the 18-yard line. And Donovan Ford out of the ball game. Strickland now the shotgun with Hawkins and 4 wide receivers. Strickland takes the snap. They fumble the snap. They're going to have to eat it again unless Trinity Valley recovered it at the 25. So Patton fumbled. Then there was a penalty, and then Hawkins and Strickland standing right next to each other. And I'm not sure if either one of them knew who was supposed to get the ball on that play.
I think Strickland thought Hawkins was getting the ball because he just kind of nonchalantly stuck one of his hands out there with no urgency.
Well, with 1:32 to go and a 21-3 game, I think the Cardinals are going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with them. They lead the Apaches 21-3 back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM, the team.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the #1 priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF, and billingstire.net.
92.1 FM, the team.
Well, these Apaches are going to have to wake up. They are now at the 25-yard line, second and goal at the 25-yard line. They have fumbled twice, got an unsportsmanlike penalty after a first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going in the wrong direction, a long way to go here.
And kind of look listless right now. 3 receivers split right, 1 to the left. They've got Dingle in the backfield. Strickland at the 25-yard line, low snap, but he picks it up. He's going to throw the deep ball down the far side. You got a man out there, and that's caught at a touchdown. How about that to Rowry Bailey? You lose it all the way back to the 25-yard line, then you throw a touchdown pass to Bailey, and you know what? In the end, that all works out.
It all worked out, so that's a good way to erase all of the stuff we just seen there. Of course, the big 15-yard penalty, but a nice pass by Strickland to Bailey on a fade route. Nice job by Bailey to get his body around, go up, and get that.
Bailey played great on that. He made a couple of big plays, and that was a nice throw by Strickland. And Yavarino can make this a 21-10 game, and after all of that, the Apaches have to feel good about themselves. If they can clean up the mistakes, they've got a shot here. Yavarino's kick is good. 1:25 left before halftime. Trinity Valley 21, Tyler 10. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, the team.
When Jersey Mike's gives a sub some sizzle, the hot grill is the way. Every cheesesteak we make starts fresh, made to order atop a sizzling hot flat-top grill. The right way. The way meat, cheese, and peppers are prepared their piping hot best. It's the way Jersey Mike's has been doing it all along. Because when you're making a cheesesteak, a sizzling flat-top grill is really the only way. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments that let me put you in the perfect ride. I'm Taylor Swinford, and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Well, that was a crazy drive. Neal intercepts the ball. Then they throw a pass to the 1 yard line to Bailey. 2 fumbles and a penalty later. They've got the ball at the 25. Second and goal, and then they throw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, 7 plays. It's just a 32-yard drive, and it took 2 minutes and 32 seconds. A great catch by Bailey. Nice pass by Strickland.
All right, so the Apaches have scored 10 in a row. They're down 21-10, and they've got a little momentum here, you would think. This ball taken at the goal line by King. Upfield looking left to the 15-yard line, getting to the outside and knocked down by Darian Thompson at about the 19-yard line. Good job by the TJC Apache coverage team downfield. Make that Kennard Compton that makes the play. The first down for the Cardinals at the 19 with a minute 18 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, that's a huge score by the Apaches, and still a little bit of time left for Trinity Valley, but a long way to go. So I expect them to be a little conservative here, but we'll see what happens.
They're not showing timeouts down there on the board, are they? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Trinity Valley has all 3 of their timeouts left. So let's see what they do here on first down and see if they try to, from the 19-yard line, I'm guessing that they're still going to try to make something happen. They're rolling out. Marcy's going to throw it upfield. Ball caught at the 25 and dropped. In his hands, incomplete pass to Jordan Davis, who dropped it at the 25-yard line.
Another case of just the receiver looking upfield before catching the football, trying to make a decision of where he's going to run before he caught it.
And might have had some yardage on that play, but he dropped the ball at the 25 again, hit him right in the hands. And I'm thinking catch immediately, but no dice. Henry's in the backfield. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line. Marcy going to throw a little quick slant or a hook at the 24, completed to Corey King for a pickup of 5 yards. That'll make it a 3rd down and 5. King made the catch, went down immediately. Ball at the 24-yard line. We're at 58 seconds left, and a rollout by Morrissey. Morrissey being chased by the Apaches. He throws it upfield, completed, and out of bounds along that far sideline on a nice play by Keontae Nixon. He steps out in front of the Trinity Valley bench at the 33-yard line.
That's a big play, big completion for Trinity Valley. They were about to have to punt it away to the Apaches.
Got 50 seconds left to play. Ball out of bounds, first down. Ball at the 33, far hash. Henry gets the handoff, finds a little bit of a seam for 4 yards. Out to the 37-yard line. Again, remember, they've got a bunch of timeouts. They've got 3. Now they burn 1 here. And we'll take it with them with 39 seconds left. The Apaches trail 21-10. Trinity Valley calls a 30-second timeout. We'll take it on 92.1 FM, The Team.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
No Rangers baseball today. Tomorrow the Rangers play in Kansas City at 1 o'clock, followed by Baylor and Houston in the first national semifinal game of the Final Four in Indianapolis. And then Gonzaga and UCLA play the nightcap. So we've got a triple header for you tomorrow here on The Team. And it is a 39 seconds left, 2nd and 6. Cardinals, they just called their timeout. They've got 2 left at their 37-yard line. They go left to right. They run a 4-wide set. Tyler will rush 3 plus a linebacker and a handoff on a draw play out to the 45, 47 near the 48-yard line. That's done. Make that Henry out for another first down run to the 47. Clock is at 33, and the Cardinals are going to try to go here without burning a timeout as they restart this thing. And they are in business here right now, looking to throw the deep ball down the left side, and it will be caught. Is he inbound or out of bound? That's Nixon. He's out of bounds along the far side. Taj Bickham forced him to the edge, and he did not have a foot down. And the Apaches get a break at the 20-yard line. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, that was close. I thought he was in bounds, but good break for the Apaches. That was a great pass by nice route by the receiver as well. And a good catch, but it's off and not.
Side judge was right on top of it, though, and they say Bickham had used the sideline as that extra defender and forced him out. 2nd and 10, 26 seconds left. Cardinals still have timeouts to burn. And snap the football. Morrissey looks, throws, completed, 48-yard line, bumped out immediately. Jaylen Moore bumps out the Trinity Valley receiver, number 8, Jamin Mack. And that'll save him a little time. We're down to 13. Down to 13. The clock stops.
Yeah, he didn't get out of bounds. Did
he not get out of bounds?
His forward progress got stopped before he got out of bounds.
Okay.
So the clock stepped on, and
all right.
Trinity Valley takes
They knocked him out of bounds, but the clock didn't stop. At 13 seconds left, Cardinals will take another 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Again, we have Ranger baseball tomorrow, followed by the 2 final 4 games. Who's going to win these games?
Gonzaga. I'd pick Gonzaga to win it all from the beginning, so I got Gonzaga over Baylor, probably. Although I like Houston. Houston knows how to play some defense, but I'm still going to stick with Baylor. Gonzaga over Baylor for the championship.
What drives me crazy is Houston, they struggle at the free throw line.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. How a kid can hit a 25-footer and can't shoot a 15-foot uncontested free throw.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue, and that might show up in a big game against Baylor, but the one thing they do, just about better than anybody except Illinois Chicago, or Loyola Chicago, is play defense.
Play defense. Yeah. No, and they're a very athletic team, but Gonzaga looks so strong. They're going to be hard
Chicago's,
to beat.
they know how to score the ball. They like to get up and down the court. They're just good. They're just a good team.
Really good team. All right, it's 2nd and 5. We've got 13 seconds. 3rd and 5. Ball at the Tyler 48-yard line. It is Trinity Valley's ball. They lead by 11 and throw it to the far sideline. Morrissey bounces that one in front of Nixon along that far sideline, rolling out, throwing against his body. That uses 4 seconds. There's 9 seconds left to play in the first half. We'll visit with TJC band director Jeremy Strickland coming up at halftime. The Trinity Valley Band is here, too, so we'll get performances from both. So TVCC will take a quick turn, and then the Apache Bells and the band are going to do their thing here on this April Friday afternoon. 4th down, and the Cardinals will go for it here. They're at the Tyler 48-yard line. Let's see if they go deep with 9 seconds left, and then a timeout called by Sherrod Petit and the Trinity Valley Cardinals. Let's take a 30-second break. They lead Tyler 21-10. Back in 30 on 92.1 FM, The Team.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
92.1 FM, The Team.
So the Cardinals, we think they have burned all their timeouts, I think they've used all their timeouts. We've got 9 seconds left in the first half. The Tyler Apaches trailing 21-10, but they've scored 10 in a row and have shown signs of life.
Yeah, fine.
Now they got to keep the Cardinals off the scoreboard before halftime.
Well, it's 4th down here, so not sure what the Cardinals are going to decide.
They're going to
punt it away.
Yeah, looks like they're going to punt it away. And so the Esquita, the punter, is out there. And so this may first half as Esquita stands his own 38-yard line to kick it away. Again, 21-10 the score, and the kick by Esquita is away. It's an end-over-end kick that will bounce out of bounds along the near side. Jaylen Moore was there with 2 seconds left to play in the first half. He lets it go out of bounds. Tyler will line it up at the 15-yard line. And again, a field goal and a touchdown gives Tyler hope going into the locker room that maybe their offense is starting to get untracked. They have still struggled mightily in the red zone, and they have not shown a lot of consistency in the running game. But again, they've got a whole game to a whole half coming up to repair all that. This is still very much a competitive game. And we saw the Apaches play great offense last week. So they've got it in them. Strickland out of the shotgun will take a knee, and we reach halftime here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. First half in the books, all the scoring in the second quarter. And the Trinity Valley Cardinals lead the Tyler Apaches 21-10. We are back after this 3-minute timeout on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hi, it's Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Thanks for being part of today's TJC football broadcast. What a treat it is to have the black and gold back on the field and on the air. And no matter the time of year, it's always fun to pull for our Apaches. But I think it's a little sweeter this time around. By now, real estate's running wide open, so if I can offer some help to you, feel free to give me a shout. 903-262-8680. That's 262-8680. DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank here in Tyler. Have you ever wondered where to start when getting ready to purchase that new home or commercial property? Or how to refinance an existing home or business loan? At Citizens First Bank, we specialize in dealing with people like you, helping to simplify the loan process. We will work with you to find the loan product that best fits your personal or business needs and follow it through to a prompt closing. Give us a call first at Citizens First, 581-1900, and come see what it's like to bank with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we always service the loans we make.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
Ladies, have you lost an earring or two when you've taken off your face mask? This has happened to several people I know. This is Judy of Jim's Jewelers, and I have a suggestion that might help prevent this from happening. Locking earring backs. These come in silver or gold tone, are hypoallergenic and comfortable, and 99% compatible with all stud earrings. When applied correctly, you should not be able to pull these off. This unique locking technology gives you the confidence to enjoy your earrings without fear of losing them. This is a quality locking back that you can trust. And a good thing, too, is that they are less than $20 for 2 pair. Remove those face masks without fear of losing your earrings. Now, through the end of March, get a free pair of these locking earring backs with your purchase of diamond stud earrings. Come by Jim's Jewelers today, 2009 Old Troop Highway in Tyler.
92.1 FM, The Team.
From Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium on Earl Campbell Field, halftime, the Apaches trailing Trinity Valley 21-10. The Trinity Valley band will do a short bit, and then the Apache band and Apache Bells will perform here at halftime. Got a good crowd on a gorgeous Friday afternoon on this Good Friday in April. We've got junior college spring football for the first and maybe the only time ever. This strange season continues, and Tyler got off to a very slow start today. Nobody scored in the first quarter. All the scoring in the second quarter. Early in the second period, Trinity Valley captain 11-play 63-yard drive. Dunn's 4-yard run made it 7-0. And then 2 minutes later, after the Apaches had the punt, Jodrick Lewis hangs a 65-yard punt return on the Apaches. All of a sudden, they're down 14-0. And then on their next series, a 4-play 58-yard drive that followed an interception. Cameron Collier's 10-yard run made it 21-0, and the Apaches midway through the second quarter find themselves in a hole. The Apache offense has struggled this afternoon, but thanks to their defense, they have had an opportunity to put 10 points on the board. They did put together a nice 12-play 70-yard drive, but the drive stalls. 25-yard Yaverino field goal made it 21-3, and then an interception late in the first half by linebacker James Neal returned the ball to the 32, and then the Apaches get the ball to the 1-yard line on a screen pass to Rowry Bailey, one of their H-backs. They had first and goal at the 1-yard line. 2 fumbles and a penalty later, the Apaches had the ball first down at third and goal at the 25. and throw a 25-yard touchdown pass to Rowry Bailey. Go figure. That capped a 7-play, 32-yard drive. A little unorthodox, but it worked. And the Apaches have generated some momentum going into the locker room. They trailed 21-10 to Trinity Valley, and the game's still on here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Coming up on our halftime show, we got an opportunity to visit with the Apache band director, Jeremy Strickland. We'll talk to Jeremy about preparation for this crazy season, and the band and the bells are here today, so that's a great thing. Makes it a football atmosphere, and so that's what's going on here today. The Apaches trail 21-10. Coming up, a visit with TJC band director Jeremy Strickland. 21-10, Trinity Valley leads Tyler at halftime on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app, powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hey, Doc Deaston here once again with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Like you, it feels a little odd to have TJC on the football field at this time of year, but at least they finally got to suit up. I have and always will love watching the Apaches play at Rose Stadium, and when I can't be there, I listen here. As a real estate agent, I get to show off Tyler to countless newcomers every year. And I'm always proud to run them right down 5th Street to see our beautiful TJC campus. I've yet to have someone not be impressed by what they've seen either. We have an absolute treasure in this school, never mind the traditions and memories that so many of us carry from our days on campus. So thanks for listening today, and thanks for supporting our TJC Apaches no matter the time of year. At this time of year, the real estate market is hopping, and so if you need help with something in that realm, give me a call, 903-262-8680, or check out testimonials from past clients at DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the #1 priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF, and BillingsTire.net.
Cash on the spot, American Gold and Diamond, jewelry, silver, coins, and gold, bring top cash right away.
American Gold and Diamond Exchange now has 2 convenient locations on 5th and Fleschel in Tyler, and the American Gold and Diamond Exchange Rare Coin and Bullion Investment Center on South Broadway across from Wagner Cadillac. American Gold and Diamond is the East Texas market maker for gold and silver bullion and rare coins. American Gold and Diamond Exchange sets the bar, giving the highest dollar for unwanted jewelry. American Gold and Diamond Exchange pays cash on the spot, no matter the size of your transaction. If you're a collector, an investor looking for a unique gift, or you need money fast, trust the team that delivers. American Gold and Diamond Exchange with 2 Tyler locations, 5th and Fleschel and South Broadway across from Wagner Cadillac. On the web at TylerGoldBuyer.com. That's TylerGoldBuyer.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
It is the home opener, and it's halftime as TJC and Trinity Valley get it on this afternoon here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. It obviously is a very different kind of a football season because of COVID. We're playing in the spring, but it's a football game. The Apaches are playing, and that means the band and the bells are here this afternoon. And Apache band director Jeremy Strickland is with us. I mean, you can't play TJC football without the band and the bells, can you, Jeremy?
Absolutely not. We love being here to support our Apaches.
Talk to me a little bit about prepping for all of this. I mean, we've talked to the football coaches about what they've been through, but obviously it's been different, I guess, for you guys as well.
It has been different, but we've been excited to be out here rehearsing, practicing. It's been a different kind of semester with starts and stops due to winter storms and spring break. But our kids have been resilient. They've been excited to show up every day. And something I like to remind people, it's been almost 17 months since the Apache band has performed publicly for anyone. And so they are just so very excited to get out here and perform for everyone today.
Yeah, that's a great point. We talked about that last week when the football team played. You guys really is this the first public? This is the first public performance in nearly a year and a half?
Yes, sir. First one.
So talk about prepping for that. I mean, are the guys nervous? I mean, just what have you put into this?
I think they're a little anxious. They're excited. Once we got going for the semester, and then, like I said, when we hit that winter storm, they felt a little bit of downward turn a little bit. It took us a minute to kind of get things restarted again. But I'll be honest with you, their excitement and energy to get to perform, that's why they came here. They came here to perform for fans and entertain audiences and cheer on the Apache. And so the excitement day to day has been great for them building up to this moment.
What was COVID like if you're a band director trying to keep a group of kids together? What was it like for you?
Oh, I spent most of the spring via email and Zoom and FaceTime calls and phone calls just recruiting. March, April, May is my big time when I'm spending, virtually every day in a different band hall recruiting students, auditioning students for scholarships. And I had to do, of course, all that, via the internet. So it was a different scenario, a different situation. We spent a lot of time this summer just making sure that the students that said they were going to show up did show up. And then we spent the fall just really developing the individual player. I mean, we have to remember that most of our freshmen lost their their spring semester of band in high school. And so there was a lot of development there that we had to do in the fall to get them ready for this semester.
So what are the Bells and the band doing today for a show?
Oh, man, we are doing our normal halftime entrance, so Great Day for the Bells, followed by Crazy in Love. It's their jazz dance tune that Jaylen and Christy Evans have put together. It looks amazing. And then the band is doing part of our halftime show today. We're doing some Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child. We're featuring a tuba player instead of guitar, because that's what we like to do around here is, bring it with a little twist. Then we've got a great drumline and color guard solo called Invisible that's just some really rockin' dance music that I think the crowd's really going to enjoy.
I think people forget at times that you guys, you mentioned it earlier, football recruits, basketball recruits, baseball recruits, all the sports you recruit too, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, there's so many options, especially here in East Texas with all the junior colleges that we have available to us, plus all the great four-year institutions, that we've got to get out there and make sure that they consider TJC, keep us as an option, and then, get them through the process and get them here on campus.
What about scholarships?
Every single student in the band is on a scholarship for being in the marching band who qualifies, academically, musically, so on. Those scholarships go a great length to help make sure that they're able to come to TJC for the number one reason they're here, and that's to get a degree, to go to class, to get their studies taken care of. But most of our students are on a scholarship that is taking care of a good portion of their TJC experience.
And, of course, if you're a football coach, you got to make sure you recruit a quarterback. You got to have linemen, running backs. In your case, you've got to have the same kind of attitude, don't you? You got to have a little bit of all of it, right?
There are some days that we have to very much get into the position, kind of like a football coach position recruiting section, and say, look, we've got enough trumpets. We've really got to go after some more tubas. Or it looks like our drumline numbers are lagging behind. Let's make sure we go get some more percussionists. So it's a very real thing.
So if someone's interested in being a part of the TJC band, how do they get in touch with you? I mean, what should they be doing right now?
Yeah, we're on all social media. You can find us under TJC Band or Tyler Junior College Apache Band on every social media outlet there is. Or you can find us on our the TJC website. It's band.tjc.edu, I believe, or just a simple Google search for TJC Band. It'll take you all the way to the form that high school seniors can fill out right now to be able to apply to be in the band next year.
Jeremy, how big is the band this year?
We're at about 145 this year, and like most bands in the area, we're down a little from our normal experience, but our numbers for next year are through the roof. Our recruiting has really taken off this year, and I know we're going to be back up to close to that 200 number where we normally are.
And how about a quick shout-out to the Apache Bells?
Oh, I love the Apache Bells. Jason and Christy are just some wonderful people that do a great job with the Bells. We're looking at 73 years of history, and one of the things that we've talked about between the band and the Bells is the groups this year have really had to stand in the gap between normal to make sure that the legacy that's been around since 1947 continues going forward.
Jeremy Strickland, the band director at Tyler Junior College, and yep, they're performing right now with the Bells at halftime here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium, and the halftime show continues after this timeout.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's one-third the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hi, it's Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Thanks for being part of today's TJC football broadcast. What a treat it is to have the black and gold back on the field and on the air. And no matter the time of year, it's always fun to pull for our Apaches. But I think it's a little sweeter this time around. By now, real estate's running wide open, so if I can offer some help to you, feel free to give me a shout. 903-262-8680. That's 262-8680. DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments at Let Me Put You in the Perfect Ride. I'm Taylor Swinford, and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
A smooth-running, dependable truck, SUV, or car is no accident. It involves regular maintenance by professionals trained in today's technology. You just don't see people doing their own repairs these days, and that means you need an auto repair and maintenance partner you can trust. Robertson Automotive is that partner. The state-of-the-art, full-service Robertson Automotive Auto Repair Service Center is just a half-mile past the loop on South Highway 155. They work on all vehicles, including light-duty diesels. Every technician is ASE certified, including 3 master techs. Their work is backed up by a nationwide warranty on parts and labor. Relax in a clean waiting room with coffee, Wi-Fi, and TV, or Robertson Automotive will pick you up or drive you home. Bottom line, you need to trust your auto maintenance partner. And since 1992, East Texans have trusted Kevin, Lynn, and the staff at Robertson Automotive. A half mile outside the loop on South Highway 155 and on the web at robertsonautotyler.net.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Bill Coates and Kevin Simon at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Halftime, Trinity Valley 21, Tyler 10. The Apache Bells and Apache Band are performing as we speak, and crowd sticking around at halftime to watch that. It's a great show, as always, and the Apaches hope to put on a better show in the second half on the football field. They got off to a very slow start offensively, finally starting to show some life late in the second quarter. They still got 30 minutes. They're down 2 scores, but at least you feel like down 21-10 that they're kind of back in this game.
Yeah, that was a big touchdown pass to Bailey at the end of the second quarter that the Apaches really needed to build some confidence. And I guess we'll go straight into the stats as Trinity Valley has outgained TJC 217 to 156 in the first half. Trinity Valley 115 rushing, 102 passing. Their leading rusher, the leading rusher for the game is Henry, 5 rushes, 59 yards. Morrissey, the quarterback, is 12 of 22 for 102. He has 2 interceptions. Nixon, 3 catches for 24. Johnson, 3 catches for 29. For the Apaches, they rushed for only 14 yards, 142 passes for a total of 156. The only running back they have in positive yardage is Hawkins, 8 carries for 31. Everybody else is in negative yardage. Strickland is 12 of 28 for 142 yards. He has a touchdown pass and an interception. Bailey, the leading rusher for the game, 6 catches for 80 yards, and Cooley, 2 catches for 42.
I am impressed with the Trinity Valley defense, less so with their offense. They are certainly not any kind of a juggernaut. Tyler had 2 picks in that first half. They really didn't do enough with it. They did convert on that second one. Got a little bit crazy, but they did convert on that second one. But the Trinity Valley offense is not unstoppable.
No, it's not. And we kind of, got a little bit of a advanced look at them coming out of last week's game. They didn't put together a great game offensively last week. They were able to take advantage of some missed up or some opportunity, blown plays on special teams by NEO. And so coming into this game, you're right, they're not great offensively, but they're pretty good on the defensive side of the ball. Hopefully the Apaches can come out with a better game plan in the second half offensively and put some things together.
Well, the folks have enjoyed the halftime show, and the bells and the band are leaving the field. Trinity Valley even brought a smaller version of their band today, and they performed at halftime as well. And, of course, it's April, and in a normal situation, we wouldn't be playing a football game on a Friday afternoon in April. But, of course, this has been a very different 12 months, as we all know. And so the fall schedule in the junior college football conference was postponed, and so here we are now. This is a second game of an 8-game schedule. The Apaches will play here next Saturday in their only non-conference game against Resolution Prep out of the DFW area, and in 2 weeks they will go to NEO. At halftime, it is Trinity Valley 21 and Tyler 10. We're back after this 3-minute timeout on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app, powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hey, Doc Deaston here once again with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Like you, it feels a little odd to have TJC on the football field at this time of year, but at least they finally got to suit up. I have and always will love watching the Apaches play at Rose Stadium, and when I can't be there, I listen here. As a real estate agent, I get to show off Tyler to countless newcomers every year. And I'm always proud to run them right down 5th Street to see our beautiful TJC campus. I've yet to have someone not be impressed by what they've seen either. We have an absolute treasure in this school, never mind the traditions and memories that so many of us carry from our days on campus. So thanks for listening today, and thanks for supporting our TJC Apaches no matter the time of year. At this time of year, the real estate market is hopping, and so if you need help with something in that realm, give me a call, 903-262-8680, or check out testimonials from past clients at DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
All across East Texas, 7 days a week, there's a Maddox man ready to answer your call for those untimely AC problems, electrical malfunctions, and the always never fun plumbing issue. No matter where you are in East Texas or what time of day it may be, there's a Maddox man ready to answer your call. Visit MaddoxAC.com. AC, electrical, plumbing, Maddox Residential and Commercial Services. Your home or office air, heat, electrical, and plumbing systems are mostly out of sight, hopefully not out of mind. Neglect of these systems can lead to unexpected and likely unnecessary expense in the future. With the Maddox Comfort Plan, you can avoid many large and unexpected expenses, ensuring your AC and heat, electrical, and plumbing systems are performing efficiently all year long. Contact us today and let's discuss a Maddox Comfort Plan for your home or office. Visit MaddoxAC.com or call 903-592-6531. Trust Maddox.
Texas license TECL 18026.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to make a really great sub, a deli slicer is how we do it. Fresh sliced and made right in front of you is what we've always done. It's what we've been doing. It's what we're always gonna do. Because meat and cheese, deli sliced thin, piled high and made to order, is just how a great sub should be done. So what are you doing? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
This is your home for the Texas Rangers. 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. You're on the team.
The regional basketball tournament begins on Tuesday in Jacksonville. The Apache men and women are both playing final conference games at Coastal Bend in Beeville tomorrow. Long drive for those guys. Best of luck to them. And the tournament again begins for the men on Tuesday and the women on Wednesday and runs through next Saturday. Hopefully the Apaches will still be playing on Saturday while the men, the football team, will host Resolution Prep here at the stadium. First half, the Trinity Valley Cardinals get a 4-yard touchdown run from Dunn. They get a 10-yard run from Collier and a 65-yard punt return from Lewis. The Apaches counter with a 25-yard Yavarino field goal. And then after an interception by linebacker James Neal with 1:25 to go in the first half, a 25-yard pass from quarterback Brendan Strickland to H-back and slot receiver Rowery Bailey. And the Apaches trail 21-10 at the halftime with 30 more minutes of football here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. We'll be back at Rose Stadium coming up in a moment after this 3-minute timeout on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
Hi, it's Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. Thanks for being part of today's TJC football broadcast. What a treat it is to have the black and gold back on the field and on the air. And no matter the time of year, it's always fun to pull for our Apaches. But I think it's a little sweeter this time around. By now, real estate's running wide open, so if I can offer some help to you, feel free to give me a shout. 903-262-8680. That's 262-8680. DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
Hello, fans. This is Randy Grooms with Citizens First Bank, where we want to be a part of your winning team. We appreciate the value of loyal fans who always support their team. And at Citizens First, you will always talk to a real person who knows your name and is willing to assist you with any of your banking needs. Our team includes a reliable staff that is ready to put you first. From personal and business online banking to remote deposit capture, we offer the latest in new account technology that will keep you and your business in the game and save you valuable time. Come and see what it's like to do business with the only A-plus rated bank in East Texas, where we'll help you score a touchdown and put points on your financial scoreboard.
Citizens First Bank on the Southeast Loop in Tyler. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and on the web at citizensfirstbank.com.
Ladies, have you lost an earring or two when you've taken off your face mask? This has happened to several people I know. This is Judy of Jim's Jewelers, and I have a suggestion that might help prevent this from happening. Locking earring backs. These come in silver or gold tone, are hypoallergenic and comfortable, and 99% compatible with all stud earrings. When applied correctly, you should not be able to pull these off. This unique locking technology gives you the confidence to enjoy your earrings without fear of losing them. This is a quality locking back that you can trust. And a good thing, too, is that they are less than $20 for 2 pair. Remove those face masks without fear of losing your earrings. Now, through the end of March, get a free pair of these locking earring backs with your purchase of diamond stud earrings. Come by Jim's Jewelers today, 2009 Old Troop Highway in Tyler.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Bill and Kevin, Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Apaches down 11 at halftime. What has to happen now?
Well, they got their offense going, I think, just in the nick of time. That was a big play at the end of the first half to get into the end zone and get some confidence for this offense. We know they can play some offense. We saw it last week, so they just have to keep trending in that direction. Defensively, they actually played pretty well. They can do a little bit better in coverage and again, defending the screens and the draws, but that's what they need to do.
Cardinals won the toss and deferred, so that all-important first drive of the third quarter, down 11.
Yeah, Pats are going to need to make a stop. They got a long way to go, a lot of football left to be played, and they got themselves back into this game after being down 21-0. So, the all-important first possession coming up in the second half.
Rangers are off today, so no baseball tonight in Kansas City. The Rangers will play with a 12:30 pregame, and just after 1 o'clock tomorrow they'll play the Royals. And then immediately following that game, we've got the NCAA Final Four doubleheader beginning with Baylor and Houston. That game scheduled to tip off at about 4:15 from Indianapolis, followed by the Zags from Gonzaga against the UCLA Bruins, and the national championship game coming up on Monday night. The Rangers will play their home opener on Monday afternoon at 3, so no sports talk on Monday as well. Halftime, and we get ready for the third quarter. The Apaches trail Trinity Valley 21-10. We're back after this 1-minute timeout on 92.1 FM The Team.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the #1 priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF, and BillingsTire.net.
When Jersey Mike's gives a sub some sizzle, the hot grill is the way. Every cheesesteak we make starts fresh, made to order atop a sizzling hot flat-top grill. The right way. The way meat, cheese, and peppers are prepared their piping hot best. It's the way Jersey Mike's has been doing it all along. Because when you're making a cheesesteak, a sizzling flat-top grill is really the only way. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
92.1 FM, The Team.
21-10 at the half as we get ready for quarter number 3. The Apaches in their home unis today. Their first game in this stadium in 15 months. In October of 2019, they played a home game here. And their season didn't make the playoffs, so their season ended on Halloween weekend. And we saw them for the first time in 17 months last Saturday at Nevada, the 53-50 loss. It's been a long way for football, hasn't it?
It has been, and glad that they're back out here trying to put something together for the spring. Shortened season, but again, hope the Apaches can get out of here with the win today. They need it because of the shortened season.
All right, TJC in their home black pants and jerseys with the gold trim, the black helmet with the Apache emblem on the side and the gold numerals. Trinity Valley wears a white pant, red socks for most of the players. A red jersey with black numerals trimmed in white. And so the Apaches have Pedro Yeverino out of Irving teed up at the 35-yard line to kick it away, and we're about set to play quarter number 3 here at Rose Stadium. Good Friday afternoon. Have a great Easter weekend, everybody. The kick is away, and we start the second half. It'll be caught at the 24-yard line by the Cardinals. Upfield 35-40 out to the 43-yard line. Pretty good return that time by Trinity Valley's number 22, Jaquavian Lloyd. So the Apaches send their defense back out there. A bad first half of the Tyler defense. They gave up 2 scores, but a punt return was the other touchdown. That's not on the defense. And they had 2 turnovers. They had 2 picks in that first half.
Yeah, I think the defense played solidly, much better than they did a week ago. But again, another half to play, and they'll need some stops.
So Tyler sends the defense out there. Again, the nose tackle making his first start this week is Jacob Humphrey, a big sophomore from Lake Charles, Louisiana. And he's on the field right in the middle of things out there. Ralph Carter and Jared Boyd on the ends. And on a first down at the 43-yard line, hand the ball off to Dunn, who had a touchdown the first half. But not much here. Picks up 3, but a really nice open field tackle that time. Taj Bickham in on that. And Ronald Caldwell, the Sam linebacker, gain of 3. Second down coming up, ball to the 47-yard line. Keep it on the ground. No, it's a keeper by Morrissey, and Morrissey not much at the 49-yard line. Well played that time after the fake, and Darian Thompson, the Tyler Rover back, and James Neal come up to make the tackle. So that'll make it a 3rd and 4 at the 49-yard line. Here's their chance, Kevin.
Good reaction by the Apache defense on that play. Morrissey doesn't have a lot of speed, so the Apaches were able to run him down, keep him short.
They put 4 down linemen into the game. Let's see if they can get off the field here on a 3rd down and 4 at the 49-yard line. Going right to left, Trinity Valley with the ball on your device here in the second half in the third quarter. Hand off to Dunn. He got 1, and that's all. The Apaches stone him at midfield, and coming up to make the play, I believe that's Tyler linebacker James Neal. James Neal in on that play. It'll be 4th down and 2, ball in midfield, and they're going to send the punt team out, and that's what you want, Kevin.
That's a great play on back-to-back plays by the Apache defense. Looks like they will force a punt. Now, they have to be aware it's a good spot for a fake punt. That's a great job by the Apache defense.
Ball just across the 50-yard line, and the Cardinals line up on a 4th down and 3 as if they're going to kick it away. And Escovedo, their punter, standing at the 37-yard line. They do snap it to him, and he will kick it away. It's a beauty. Turns over and will be into the end zone. And out of the back of the end zone, Jaylen Moore, the Tyler return man, will let that ball go back out of the end zone for a touchback. And the Apaches defensively do what they were expected to do, and that's get the ball back to the offense, who put up 600-plus yards last week at Navarra. A very unsure of themselves kind of a first half, but maybe things are starting to turn around now as the Apaches take over at the 20-yard line to start the third quarter.
Offensively, they have to come out with a little bit more confidence. Again, take advantage of that momentum they built at the end of the first half.
After a shaky start, Brendan Strickland back out there. Hawkins in the backfield. Ball on the near hash, and again, Tyler goes left to right here in the third quarter. Back to pass, a little screen, knockdown intended for Justin Clark, and that screen pass knocked down by Darren Robertson. And he batted that one almost 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, second down.
Robertson, 6'3", was able to go up and get that one. Well played by Robertson. Again, I see it all the time. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up and knock the ball down, and that's what Robertson did.
Impressive play for the kid wearing number 2 on that red jersey. Second down and 10 at the 20. 3 receivers split to the wide side of the field. They're going to throw it that way unless, they hit the quarterback upfield, and that ball is incomplete, intended for Clark, who had his hands on the ball on the slant but couldn't get it done. Couldn't bring it in, and the quarterback was hit as he delivered it. He originally looked left, nobody there, and a pump fake and then a pass to Clark that was dropped, third down.
Yeah, should have been caught. Strickland actually got off a good pass, even though he's in the process of being hit. Got to catch it.
We were impressed with his arm strength last week. And let's see what he can do here on the 3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Ball on the near hash. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw. Throws upfield. Got a man wide open, and Rimpert hangs on at the 33-yard line. Ball was a little bit behind him, but Rimpert kind of juggled the ball after the catch, but brings it down at the 33, first down Apaches.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line. First of all, had plenty of time to find a receiver and get him the football.
So the Apaches go quickly here. Hand the ball off to Hawkins. Roderick Hawkins stacked up. No gain. Again, I think that's what Trinity Valley's really done well today. They have not allowed the Apaches to really get their running game on track.
The Apaches again had 14 yards of rushing in the first half. Only 1 back with positive yardage.
McCain, the leader, along with Ian Massey in on that tackle. It'll be second down at the 33-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and they'll throw it that way, intended for Clark, and he cannot come up with the out route. He seems to have trouble with that little out route pass, the little square out.
Yeah, and it's not an easy pass to throw. It's a timing pattern, so you got to perfectly time that thing as your receiver's coming out of his break. He's just off the mark there.
Well, he converted to 3rd and 10 a moment ago. Let's see if he can do it again. Ball at the 33-yard line. It's 3rd and 10, Tyler. As they come to the line of scrimmage, Mcdowell is the slot guy this time, along with Rowry Bailey, who caught the touchdown pass. Rimpert wide left. Back to pass, 3-man rush. He's got time, steps up, and throws that ball way behind Justin Clark, who was circling toward the 50-yard line, and the pass was a good 5 yards behind him. I guess he was expecting him to take an out route. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that quarterback and receiver weren't on the same page as Clark looked straight at the receiver or the quarterback. After that pass was about 5 yards behind him. So somebody was not in the right place.
Makes the quarterback look bad, that's for sure, even though it might not be his fault. Right. Hamilton Williams is back to punt. The Apaches get a first down, stalled at their own 33. And Williams, the kid from Grace Community. Nice punt away. Taken at the 26. Bobbled that time by King, and they trip him up at the 30-yard line. Pretty well covered downfield. Smith in on that play for Tyler. Somewhere around the 30-yard line, he goes down. So good punt, short return. First down to the Cardinals at their own 30-yard line with 12:08 left to go in the third quarter.
Another opportunity here for the Apache defense. They did a good job the first time around. Got them off the field in 3 plays. Let's see if they can do it again.
Cardinals again with the ball at their own 30-yard line. They go right to left, ball to the far hash. Cards made the playoffs last year. The winner of the league, by the way, was Navarra a year ago, beating New Mexico Military in the championship game in 2019. So we thought there'd be football in the fall, and there wasn't. Of course, there are other D2 leagues playing spring football, the American Southwest Conference being one of them. Got a media timeout. So let's take a 30-second break. Tyler down 11, back at 30 on 92.1 FM The Team.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments at Let Me Put You in the Perfect Ride. I'm Taylor Swinford, and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
12:08, third quarter, a media timeout. When there's basically no media here, it's just you and me, right?
Pretty much it.
And Phil Hicks, we're the media.
Yeah.
I don't need a timeout, do you? And I'd rather go ahead and play the game, get out of here.
The game moving. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason for it. There's no commercials being played. It's just us talking.
Again, this is weird because not every crew uses the media timeout. Some of them do, some of them don't. You know, sometimes you wish JUCO football and somebody would like talk to somebody and coordinate this stuff.
What are the chances?
Where you know from week to week whether, you know, what the timing's going to be like. First down at the 30-yard line. Snap the ball. Morrissey hand the ball off, and nice play. They stack up the running back for a very short gain on the play, and I think that's Neal again. Boy, he's played a heck of a game today. No, check that. Neal was on the field, but the guy who made that play for the Tyler Apaches was Kobe Adams, the big freshman linebacker from Woodville in the just down Highway 64 on the way, about halfway between Lufkin and Beaumont. Gain of about a yard out to the 31-yard line will be second down. Like last week in Navarra, they did not use media time.
Not at all.
Second down at the 31, far side, the short side, fake the handoff. Morrissey on the rollout to his tight end upfield. First down out to the 40-yard line. Rollout pass thrown to the tight end number 85, Rashad Beecham. And that should be a first down at the 41-yard line.
The Apache linebacker was late getting out to Beecham, and they get an easy first down.
All right, so good job that time. Kind of fool the Apaches. They got Neal up on the left side. He's rushing. Hand the ball off this time, and Henry will weave his way for 4, maybe 5 out to the 45-yard line. Pick up about 4 yards to the Allen Eagle, Andrew Henry, a 5'10", 190-pound running back. Second down, 6, ball at their own 45. Want to go quickly. Morrissey looking to throw down the seam. Ball caught at the 31-yard line between two Apaches. Well thrown and a great catch by Jordan Davis as he split two Tyler defenders.
On a post route. Nice pass. Good catch. First down.
At the 31-yard line. Tyler down 11, but now Trinity Valley on the move. They've got the ball at the TJC 31-yard line, third quarter. Hand the ball off to Henry, and Henry with a cutback, and Henry picks up about 8. Hurdle to Tyler Tackler inside the 25-yard line and is dropped at the 23. That is a pickup of right at 8.5 yards. And there's an Apache down at about the 29-yard line. There is a TJC player down while they attend to him. We'll take a 30-second break. 10:22 to go in the third. 21-10. Trinity Valley leading Tyler. We're back at 30 on 92.1 FM The Team.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
The banged-up Apache Ralph Carter, freshman defensive tackle from Langan Creek, standing up and walking off the field, 6'4", 244. Had a sack in the game last week. Carter's kind of walking off the field under his own power, which is a good sign, but took a shot somewhere in that backfield, I think.
Yeah, Trinity Valley's on the move, and so the Apaches are going to have to figure something out. Don't want to give them anything else.
That was an 8-yard run, so it'll be a second down and 2 when we return. Ball at the 23-yard line. with 10:22 to go in the third quarter. Last week was a very slow game. We got another one of those working this afternoon. And here we go. 2 receivers left, ball in the middle of the field. Slot right, 1 back, and a man, Corey King, in motion. And they fake the handoff and then hand the ball to Henry, and he breaks 2 tackles inside the 15. And a first down for the Cardinals inside the Tyler 15-yard line to Andrew Henry.
Just a good sidestep at the line of scrimmage. Apache was in his face, made him miss, and got a field.
First down at the 14-yard line. Cardinals are on the move. Snap the football, hand it to Henry, makes another Apache miss, bounces off Billy Pullen inside the 10, down to the 5, first and goal at the 1-yard line, unless the penalty flag that is in the backfield negates that run by Andrew Henry.
Yeah, looks like holding against Trinity Valley. It's an early penalty flag, so must have been an obvious holding call against the Cardinals.
Offense, number 62. It's first down.
So that will negate the run to the 1-yard line and set Trinity Valley back.
Pretty good run by Henry. This time it won't count, but he's pretty shifty back there. The Apaches are having a hard time catching up to him.
So it'll make it a first down, 1st and 20. 24-yard line. And one of their guys just moved. Their left tackle, Stephon Zaby out of Austin Westlake, moved. That'll false start. We'll set him back 5 more.
Trinity Valley once again is on the move. Back-to-back penalties may slow down this possession.
So it'll be a first down and 25 at the 29-yard line. Instead of first and goal at the 1, you've got a holding penalty and then an illegal procedure penalty that wipes out that nice gain. And now they've got first and 10, first and 25, at the 29-yard line. Fans making a little noise down there. And the ball in the middle of the field. Shotgun, back stands to the left. Morrissey on the rollout, being chased. Looking, will tuck it, will run, will be run out of bounds inside the 25-yard line by an Apache. At about the 23-yard line by Daryl Miner. So the Apaches run him out of bounds at the 23. That got the 5 yards back. Now it's second down and 20.
TJC did a great job in coverage. The time nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Second and 20 at the 23-yard line. Tyler shows blitz, and here they come. Morrissey hit as he throws downfield, and nice catch in front of an Apache, a one-hander. Wow. In front of the Trinity Valley bench, that one-hander by Jordan Davis makes it first and goal.
That's how you go up and snatch it out of the air.
Yeah. Odell Bickham style. Hand the ball off to Henry, lowers his shoulder, but James Neal meets him in the hole, and he didn't get much that time to the 6-yard line. Boy, Neal, again, love the job that he's done today. Has a pick. He's been all over the field, a sophomore from Paris, who transferred from Abilene Christian. Makes it a 4th down and 2. Is that right?
That's what it looks like. Looks like they'll keep the offense out. Their big play coming up for the Apache defense.
All right, 4th down and 2. 4th down and 2. Again, they had the ball at with a first and goal, and the penalties wiped that out. So now it's 4th down and 2 at the 6-yard line. Running back standing next to quarterback. They throw the slant downfield. Caught, touchdown. 3 yards deep in the end zone in front of Taj Bickham. That's a touchdown pass to Jamon Mack.
That's great coverage, actually, by Bickham. Just a better pass and route by Trinity Valley. And that's a huge score for the Cardinals.
6-yard pass to Mack. First touchdown of the day for the quarterback, Morrissey. And that makes it 27-10. And again, the Apache defense not able, after getting some penalty help, set the Cardinals back. They were still able to recover, convert a 4th and 2 with a touchdown pass and an extra point by Escobedo. 8 minutes left to go in the third, and now Trinity Valley leads Tyler 28-10. Back in 1 minute, 92.1 FM, The Team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu. For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the number one priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF and billingstire.net.
92.1 FM, the team.
28-10 Trinity Valley.
Yeah, 10 plays, 70-yard drive, 4 minutes and 8 seconds.
6-yard pass from Morrissey to Mack. And the Apaches midway through the third quarter are down 18 again, 28-10 the score. Again, the Cardinals have been solid, not spectacular on the offensive side of the ball, but efficient enough today to take advantage of some Tyler mistakes. And so Morrissey gets his first touchdown pass, and the Apaches are in an 18-point hole again as Escobedo tees it up.
Trinity Valley was able to overcome back-to-back penalties to score on that quick snap route.
Cardinals tee it up. Tyler Band plays. 8 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter. And the kick is high and short. Tyler will take it. And that was Justin Clark. Make that Tyler, was that a fair catch, or did he go to his knee? I think James Neal, one of the upbacks, caught the ball, and I think he slipped down and went to his knee.
He meant to try to get it upfield, but just slipped down. Pretty good coverage as well, but he just slipped down.
Neal was thinking about running with it.
He was.
Strickland brings the Tyler offense back out there with just under 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Apache's trailing by 18. Ball in the left hash, 4 wide receivers set. Middle screen, they throw it, they complete it to Cooley, and he is buried after a very short gain on. No, he lost yardage. They lose about 2. Jeremiah Cooley loses 2 yards back to the 18-yard line. That bubble screen hadn't worked very well today, had it?
Goulart Jr. on the play was able to beat the block of the receiver to get back there and make that tackle.
2nd down and 12 at the 18-yard line. 4 down linemen for the Cardinals, and they rush Strickland. He has to step up. He's in trouble. Barely gets rid of it. The ball upfield intended for Smith. It's incomplete before Strickland went to the ground. He did save the yardage. So now it'll be a 3rd down and 12 coming up. Strickland lucky to get rid of the ball.
Got good pressure and great coverage. Again, defensively, Trinity Valley's been pretty good. Another good play there.
Wow. So as the Apaches continue to sling it all over the lot, not with a great deal of effectiveness so far today. It's a 4-receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Lyman in a 2-point stance. Echeverria snaps the ball. Strickland throws the screen pass again. It is completed to Ajon Dingle, and Dingle gets yardage upfield to the 25, but that's not enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down.
Well played once again by the Cardinals. Looks like they're forced a punt here. Nice job of getting the Apaches off the field. It's another 3-play and out possession.
Dingle was huge last week. They haven't heard much out of him. They haven't been able to get in the ball.
Yeah, the Apaches had 2 100-yard rushes a week ago, but they're struggling to run the football, struggling to do much at all offensively.
Dingle scored 3 touchdowns, 2 running plays, and a pass reception in that game. And Hamilton Williams, who is lettered today alone, has been a very busy guy. Will punt it again. Not even bothering to rush this time. Williams' kick is away, and it'll bounce at the 50 and take a big Tyler roll. Not a great kick, but a great roll. The roll's as long as the kick was, and it'll take it inside the 29, or inside the 30, down to the 29 before the Apaches will down it. The Cardinals will get the ball back. And with 6:32 to go in the third, Kevin, my suspicion is if the Apaches don't stop them here, it's going to be really tough. They're down 28-10. Going down 35-10 that's going to be tough.
Yeah, especially the way the offense has looked so far today. They've made some plays to That's not consistent enough to beat this Trinity Valley team. They can't afford to give up anything else really, but certainly a touchdown would probably put a nail in the coffin.
Well, let's hope they don't, as the Apaches send the defense back out there under defensive coordinator Matt Gordon. Ralph Carter back in the ball game after being shaken up. Snap the football. Screen pass right to King. King will take it upfield, jukes the tackler to the 36-yard line before the Apaches drop him after a 6-yard gain. They finally got numbers and got him, but not before Jalen Shelton made the tackle and not before he picked up 7 yards.
Yeah, huge yards on first down. The Apaches can't give that much yardage up.
From the 36-yard line, it's 2nd and 4. Snap it, hand it, coming near side. This is upfield near the 39, close to the first down. On the handoff that time, not sure whether that was Collier or is it new running? No, it's Dunn who carried the ball. He got 3. It'll be a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Once again, another big play coming up for the Apache defense. They have to get the ball back here.
3rd down and 1. Apaches put an extra defensive lineman in the game. They've got 5 guys down up on the line of scrimmage, expecting a running play on 3rd and 1. And the snap to Morrissey. He dropped it and has to eat it back inside the 35-yard line. The Apaches get a break, and there were 5 black shirts coming on that play as well. So Morrissey, after, I guess, dropping the snap, has to eat the ball at the 33-yard line, and it's 4th down.
It was a low snap, hard to handle, but Morrissey took his eyes off the ball and couldn't pick it up after that. And as you mentioned, the Apaches were surrounding him by that time.
Down 18. Jaylen Moore is back deep for Tyler to receive the kick. Terry Smith checks into the ball game for Tyler. They seem a little bit confused on who needs to be out there on special teams. They don't seem to be very organized in that area right now. Finally get their 11 guys on the field. The kick is away by Esquita, and it'll bounce at the 35 and take a Trinity Valley roll inside the 20-yard line. Cardinals will let that ball go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. All day long, they've had to get guys on and off the field on special teams, and that's been a little bit problematic. They gave up that 65-yard punt return earlier that might well be the difference in this game. Last week, the difference in that game at Devera was a pick 6.
That's it.
That punt return, by the time this thing is over today, might prove to be the difference in this one. Right now, it's not. Tyler's down 18. And they've got the ball at their own 16-yard line, going left to right on your device here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey split out wide left side. There's a 4 receiver set, including McDowell to the near wing. A couple of new faces in the ball game is hand the ball off left side to Juan Dingle for a yard. Boy, they really do a nice job of closing the gap. John Dingle's carry only about a yard, and a banged-up Trinity Valley Cardinal a little slow to get up that time.
He's up now. He's going to make his way to the sideline. But yeah, as you mentioned, the defensive line is not only strong, but they're quick, and they can run down the ball in a hurry.
Under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. 2nd down and 9 at the 16-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side, which is the wide side of the field, and Strickland looking to throw. Steps up, throws it upfield, into traffic, ball knocked away. It's intercepted. Intercepted that time by Schoolark to the 25-yard line. Schoolark inside the 20, and great field position. 2nd pick of the day, 4th of the year by the Tyler quarterback, and that pass is picked off. Ian Massey, not Schoolark, number 5, not number 6, intercepts for Trinity Valley and returns the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Strickland threw that ball in the triple coverage. Really an easy interception for Trinity Valley to make. A lot of guys around the football.
All right. Horse collar tackle against Tyler on top of that will add half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, so again, bad pass by Strickland compounded by a personal foul penalty on the return.
Well, that takes it to the 7-yard line. And again, the way this game is unfolded today, you just don't feel good about Tyler's chances down 35-10. They need to stop here.
They simply have not had enough offense to overcome giving up another touchdown.
All right. Cardinals bring it out after the pick. Second of the day for Trinity Valley. Tyler has 2. Strickland has thrown 4 interceptions in 2 games. Tyler gets the defensive lineman off. They had too many men on the field, and now we're ready to go. Ball at the 7. Far hash, they go right to left. Empty backfield, blitz coming. Flag flies, ball dumped downfield on a middle screen. To the 1-yard line goes the receiver, number 80, Gerard Taylor. Let's see what the flag's about.
Offsides against the Apaches. It's a tunnel screen. The Apaches did good to keep the receiver out of the end zone. Well-executed tunnel screen. The Apaches were offsides.
Offside. Defense, number 38. In the neutral zone, every snap. That penalty decline. Chose to play. Second and goal.
Otay Baker was offside. Second and goal at the 1. They take the yardage, not the penalty. And on the far hash with 3 receivers and a running back, hand the ball off to Henry. The Apaches are all over him. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Well played by the black shirts that time. After they unpile, Otay Baker is in on that stop along with others. Jared Bird also getting up the bottom of that pile. Good work by the Tyler defense. Now it is third and goal at the 1-yard line. Again, empty backfield. Snap it. Morrissey trying to keep it, and he's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Cardinals. They lead 34-10, and we get some fisticuffs at the end of the game, or at the end of that play. But that's a 1-yard run by Morrissey.
And that's good execution on the quarterback keeper. They bounce it outside and into the end zone. Still a lot of talking going on after the play. That's a good job by Trinity Valley to take advantage of the interception.
34-10. And the Cardinals with a commanding lead right now here late third quarter. Esquita from Waco has been perfect on his extra points today. And he'll try to make it 5 for 5. The kick is up. It's good. 2:58 left to play in the third. Trinity Valley in control right now. They lead Tyler 35-10 back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by...
When Jersey Mike's gives a sub some sizzle, the hot grill is the way. Every cheesesteak we make starts fresh, made to order atop a sizzling hot flat-top grill. The right way. The way meat, cheese, and peppers are prepared their piping hot best. It's the way Jersey Mike's has been doing it all along. Because when you're making a cheesesteak, a sizzling flat-top grill is really the only way. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments and let me put you in the perfect ride. I'm Taylor Swinford and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Well, the Apaches in a bigger hole now. Their biggest hole of the day, down 35-10, 2:58 to go in the third quarter.
It's a 3-play scoring drive. They only needed 7 yards and 39 seconds to do it. Morrissey on the quarterback keeper for the score.
After the interception, the second of the day for the Apaches, the Morrissey touchdown run, 35-10. The Apaches have not shown much in the way of offense so far this afternoon. And now they're down 25 points. Late third here at Rose Stadium. And down to Earl Campbell Field, Esquita will kick it away. It's a high kick. Left side is Jaylen Moore taking it to 5. Moore will bring it back out near wing to the 14-15, maybe the 16-yard line. Pinball between 3 red shirts that time, and so Tyler will try again. It has been a very difficult day for an offense that looked so good last week. So you got to give Trinity Valley credit. They've really shut down the Apache offense.
Yeah, you really got to give them credit on both sides of the ball. I didn't see the Apaches giving up 35 points to Trinity Valley. Now, some interceptions played a role in that, but little surprised by what the defense was not able to do against Trinity Valley.
Tyler marks, they mark it for Tyler at the 15. So the Apaches are a long way. Late third. Brendan Strickland has gone all the way at quarterback. Hawkins in the backfield. Clark to the near side. 3 receivers, including Mark Patton, split left. Handoff in the draw play. Hawkins upfield for a short gain down to about the 17, maybe 2 yards. Maybe, depending on where they mark him. Yeah, give him 2 yards. Second down and 8. Because Hawkins last week, Hawkins had 121 yards and Dingle had 117, but not today.
Yeah. Offensively, the Apaches did pretty much what they wanted to do last week. That has not been the case.
All right, it'll be second down and 8, ball at the 17. 4 wide receivers set, 2 tight right, throw it upfield, caught, Rimpert, but not much there out to the 19-yard line for a gain of about 2 more. And then red shirts are all over Nick Rimpert. And so the Apaches will now be looking at a third down and about 6 to 19-yard line?
Third long situation, exactly where you don't want to find your offense that struggled throughout the day. But a good reaction once again by that Cardinal defense.
Third quarter is winding down. The Apaches at some point start running out of time here. 4 receivers set, draw play again. Hawkins runs into the linebacker and winds up maybe the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Jacob Berry, the sophomore from Hutto, met him at the point of attack and nailed it. 4th down.
Was not able to generate anything on the ground or through the air, but with the Cardinals credit, again, they've been great defensively, especially up front. They were on that play.
Disappointed with the Apache offensive line today. They've really, really struggled, or at least it appears to be from our untrained eyes up here.
Yeah, without question. They've been beaten in the trenches throughout the day.
Hamilton Williams, who has been a busy young man today, standing at the 4-yard line to kick it away. Good snap by Caden Starks, and the kick up bounces at the 40. Not a great kick. That thing will actually take a left-hand turn, and they will down it. It kind of died when it hit the ground, depending on where they mark it, I guess, the 42-yard line. So Trinity Valley poised now at the 42 with 59 seconds to go in the third to maybe drive a nail in the coffin right here.
Another possession on the starting Apache side of the 50. So great starting field position for Trinity Valley.
Braden Coates up here today, and my wife Diana. I've offered Braden a chance to do the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I guess he says no. He's got a job lined up anyway, so he doesn't need this job.
Yeah, we talked about that.
He doesn't need this job.
He's my favorite coach.
Is he your favorite coach?
Yeah. Him and the wife.
And the wife, thank you.
Yeah.
I ranked 3 out of 3. Dead last in the field of 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, from the 42-yard line, rolling out this time. Got a new quarterback in the ball game. And on the run, he throws that ball out of bounds. The new quarterback is Tucker Yarbrough out of Manville in the Houston area. 6'1", 220-pounder. Boy, Manville's had a really great program over the past few years. And Yarbrough, the latest. Derek King, the Miami quarterback, and the kid at Florida, Kyle Trask, both out of that Manville program.
Yeah, Manville, I believe, actually wears the same colors as Trinity Valley.
So that's not a stretch for him, is it? Keep the same stuff. 2nd and 10. Now the shotgun, Yarbrough to throw. He'll throw a screen pass that's caught, but the Apaches do a nice job. Neal, who's been my defensive MVP today, comes up with help to make the tackle on the Trinity Valley receiver, number 82, Demetrius Mitsopoulos, freshman out of Miami, Ohio. Like I said at the beginning, I hope they don't throw too many to him today.
I hadn't tried to pronounce it myself. Trinity Valley got away with an obvious hold on the play, but the Apaches still were in position.
I'm guessing he's Greek. Mitsopoulos, I'm guessing he's Greek. What do you think? Okay. All right, here's 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 42. Snap, and a whistle blows at the snap of the football. And somebody was moving too quickly, maybe the offense.
Offense, number 78. That's a 5-yard penalty. It's for the down.
So their guard, Caleb Hernandez, guilty of a false start. So that'll make it 3rd and 15. 35-10. Trinity Valley leading TJC. The Apaches are in danger of going to 0-2 on the season. 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. We still got another 15 minutes, and the Apaches are going to have to show me something that offensively they haven't shown me so far today. If Feel good about that. Now they let the clock run out. Third quarter comes to an end, and the Cardinals leading Tyler, commanding 35-10 lead after 3. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, The Team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Join us beginning Tuesday in Jacksonville for the Region 14 men's and women's basketball tournaments. Tuesday through Saturday. And again, the interesting thing about this is Trinity Valley takes a 35-10 lead in the fourth quarter here at Rose Stadium. These teams will play an 8-game schedule, then they'll take a 3-month break, do it all over again in the fall. So some of these same guys that you're seeing today will be back in the fall after a short break, and then they'll play the regular fall season. It is a third down, back to throw Yarbrough. He's looking, throws the deep ball down the near sideline. He's got King out there, and he dropped it. At the 12-yard line, he had a first down inside the 15 and had to twist around on what looked like a back shoulder fade and could not quite bring it in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, still got to make that catch. That's a pretty good throw by the backup quarterback, Yarbrough. You know, it's a deep fade, as you mentioned, hit him in both hands and the chest. Got to catch that football.
Fourth quarter, with the Apaches trailing 35-10 to Trinity Valley. And the Apache men's and women's basketball teams on the road at Coastal Bend tomorrow will not be there. But we do plan to be there with them next week at the regional tournament. Not sure the times that they play or who they'll play. That happens after tomorrow, after they seed everybody. Here's Esquita's kick. It's away. It's an end-over-end kick that Tyler will touch and somehow come up with that ball. That was an ill-advised play, I think, by Jaylen Moore. He came up and sort of trapped that ball, and he had a Cardinal all over him. He touched the ball and still managed to maintain possession, almost like a shortstop feeling a bad hop that time.
That was a dangerous play, but he got away with it. Good coverage by the Cardinals. The Apaches are back up once again around the 15-yard line. I think their last 3 possessions were 16 and 15 and 15.
Fourth quarter just underway. Tyler has but 1 touchdown today. A 25-yard pass to Bailey from Strickland and a field goal. That's it. The Cardinals have been much better. 3 of their 4 touchdowns on running plays today. Strickland, bubble screen far side, completed to Smith, and he's upfield for a nice gain past the 20-yard line. To the 23-yard line. 22 or 23, there's an Apache down. That's Chevy Echevarria, who's been around here. He's a redshirt sophomore. And after a gain of about 7, Echevarria is banged up. They've already lost their center, Jaquan Lyons. Echevarria was scheduled to play guard, had to be pressed into duty at center because Lyons got hurt, and now Echevarria is down. Let's hope that is nothing serious, because this kid, really nice young man, had Waco Midway had an opportunity to visit with him last week, and he's got a bright future ahead. And he would be a very nice pickup for somebody. Let's hope he's okay down there.
Yeah, he's in pain, kind of grabbing at that left knee area. So I won't speculate, but he's kind of grabbing at that left leg and seems to be in some pain.
Let's take a 30-second break. The Apaches trail 35-10. Back in 30 on 92.1 FM, The Team.
For over 50 years, Jeff Billings and Billings Tire Service have provided complete car care service to East Texas, and they continue to do so with your health and safety the number one priority. The waiting area at 2150 West Grande Boulevard is sanitized and rearranged to ensure social distancing, or you can stay in your car during the service. Employees are taking added safety and sanitary precautions. Leave your keys in a drop box if needed. Both pickup and drop-off are available. Quality car care service with health and safety as top priority. Billings Tire Service, 561-JEFF and BillingsTire.net.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Eddie McGuire and the Tyler training staff helping Echeverria up. And he is kind of limping off the field, but is bearing weight on what looks to be his left leg, which is a good sign. As the big kid from Waco Midway, 6'6", 338. A 6A All-Stater for the Midway Panthers. And he's walking off the field, not under his own power completely, but that's a much better sign than we originally feared, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a little bit, getting a little assistance, but most of it on his own power. But as you mentioned, it is that left leg.
Tyler gained 8 on that first play there. Got a second and 2 at their own 23. They trail 35-10 to Trinity Valley, and the officials start blowing whistles like they're at the fun house here.
Well, they were about to start play, and the injured player hadn't made it off the field yet, so they had to stop play.
But everybody's kind of, they could play a little tune. They should practice.
Yeah, they did. It's about 8 of them out there, right? It's a bunch of them.
Yeah, they should practice with that. They could play a little tune. Second and 2, ball at the 23. Man in motion. Strickland looks, hit as he throws upfield, and he's got a man out there, and that's incomplete. And I think you're going to throw a flag. Yep, a late flag on a pass to TJC's number 6, Najee Ellis. And I think you're going to throw that penalty flag on Tavish McCain, maybe one of the safeties, who never got his head turned around and pushed Ellis right about the time the ball arrived.
And that's the key. He never got his head back around. He was beaten on the play, but got himself back in the play. I think if he just turns his head around, they don't throw the penalty flag.
Early on, these guys were letting them play, and then they got a little bit more ticky-tack as the game was going on. Okay.
Kind of the story of the day for the Apaches.
Yeah.
Pass interference. Defense number 20. Those penalties were all set. It's second down.
Can't vibrate, can they?
Kind of the story of the day for the Apache. You think they get a
holding on Tyler,
a 15-yard penalty? Instead, they were holding.
Wow. Okay. That's how you lose a game 35-10, stuff like that. All right, from the 23, it's second and 2. They'll try again. More receivers set with John Dingle in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Strickland kind of stumbled, and he's backing up and throws that ball away. He stumbled that through the timing of the playoff. He retreats and throws that one darn near into the stands across the way over there. Which, by the way, Trinity Valley brought a little bit of a crowd over there.
It's a good crowd. I mean, for these first 2 games of the season for the Apaches, they've had good crowds on both sides.
Yeah, Tyler had a good crowd today. Why not? Beautiful Friday.
It is a pretty day for some spring football. It counts.
Wish the Apaches played a little bit better.
Yeah, that would help.
Second down and 2 at the 23-yard. Make that third and 2 at the 23-yard line. No tight end, 4 wide. Ball in the far hash. Tyler going right to left here in the 4th. Hand the ball to Dingle. Dingle stutter steps at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for the first down. Out past the 25-yard line.
Strickland stumbled again while handing that one off. He stumbled on the previous play while backing up in his to throw a pass. That time he stumbled just handing the ball off.
He's from New Jersey. He was an All-Stater for Bayonne, New Jersey, and was the Phil Simms MVP in the state of New Jersey. Of course, New Jersey's where the Giants train, so I guess that makes sense. Strickland throws a deep ball, and he's downfield, and he threw it right past Najee Ellis. Perfect throw, and Ellis let it go right between his hands.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, you can't throw it any better than that, can you?
I heard one of the fans say, you got to hand it to him. He basically did. He put it in both of his hands. That's a perfect pass on a go route. Ellis got to catch it. It's a touchdown if he catches it.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Again, it's been the story of the day for the Apaches.
13:58 to go, and the Apaches just keep winging it. And on a second down at the 26, looking, throwing near side, overthrows Jeremiah Cooley. That out route, guarded by Lewis, has been a problem for Tyler all day. They did complete one to Bailey in the first half. It was really nice, but This kid with Strickland has such an arm that he sometimes tends to overthrow and sail these balls. Guess he'll get better as time goes on. Got a heck of an arm.
That has those out routes have been a problem for Strickland throughout this game.
All right, 3rd and 10, the 26-yard line. Snap it, Strickland. Draw play to Dingle. Boy, Dingle's a big kid. He's a load, and he gets it upfield past the 33, but not enough for the first down. He got 7. But not enough for the first down. Tackled at the end of that run by the Cardinals at the 33-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Looks like the catch. Do the right thing here and punt it away. It looks like they're going to line up. We'll see what the Apaches do here.
They got nothing to lose, down 35-10, 4th and 3, and they were offsides. Cardinals were offsides. This is going to be a tighter first down. He drew them offside. They were blitzing on the play, and one of the Cardinal players went right into the neutral zone. I mean, that is football 101. Don't do that. Don't let him draw you offside.
What are you thinking? He's sprinting to the line of scrimmage and then slides past the football, and he's offside. What a silly play.
They'll take it first down Apaches at the 39. So on 4th and 3, they draw the Cardinals offsides and get the first down. All right, ball on the right hash. It'd be great to see the Apaches get another score here and at least get that to talk about. Work for next week. Upfield throw intended at the 50-yard line on a hook. Way overthrown. Intended for number 85 to Xavier Cooper. And that ball sailed again. Strickland tends to, if he's going to do anything, he's wild high.
Yeah, he's missing high here lately.
Looked like poor old the Ranger starter, not Lyles, but whoever was yesterday, he couldn't throw a strike safe snap. And then the ball snapped and recovered as it's fumbled by Strickland, and the Cardinals covered at the 30-yard line. That snap from the new center never made it back there, one-handed, high and left, and Strickland couldn't hold it, fumbled it, and the Cardinals recover at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this is the third straight possession, third straight possession for Trinity Valley to start on the Apache side of the football field, and you can't have it happen. Strickland tried to pick it up, but a nice job by one of their defensive linemen to block Strickland and keep him from getting back to the football, and that allowed them to recover it.
So the Apaches have had a couple of picks, and then this fumble. Am I counting that right? I got them with 3 turnovers today.
I think that's right.
They gave up a punt return touchdown as well, so it's first down Cardinals, and trying to drive a nail in the coffin here. Ball at the 30-yard line. Early 4th quarter, this game again really kind of dragging along now. Ball, player in motion, hand the ball off to Andrew Henry downfield inside the 25. Tripped up at about the 24-yard line, somewhere around that spot. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Get the clock running.
Yeah. That was a vacant hole for Henry to run through that time.
To a Cardinals split out wide near side. They've got a slot that way. Yarborough with Henry in the backfield, standing in the shotgun formation. Man in motion. Hand the ball to Henry again. Starting to gash the Apaches. That's the first down to the 20-yard line and very close to it. Apache defense has to be a little frustrated. Their offense has not helped them out today whatsoever. And the tackle made at the 20. That will be a first down at the time of 20-yard line.
Apaches have yet to put together a full game. It was the offense that had a great week last week. Defense a little bit better this week, but as you mentioned, not a whole lot of help from the offense.
Nobody scored in the first quarter. And it is a handoff to Henry, and he's tripped up in the... But no, he's still on his feet and tackled for a loss. The first guy there, I thought, had him for a loss. And the Apaches finally make a play. Tackle made that time by Kobe Adams, but the first guy, Kobe Savage, I thought had him stopped for about a 4-yard loss, but instead they lose 2, and that will make it a second down.
Yeah, not sure how Henry was able to break that first tackle. That was a great-looking tackle, just wasn't finished by an Apache, but they still get him for a loss.
Actually, it would have been a 5-yard loss. Instead, it's only a 3-yard loss. Second down, 13 at the 23-yard line. Nice defensive play by Tyler. 4 wide receivers set. Tyler's offsides on this play, I think.
Yep.
Downfield, this is a free play, and it is intercepted by the Apaches. It will not stand. Intended for King. The Apaches intercept in the end zone, but that won't matter because they were offside, right, Kevin?
Yep. And how many times we're going to say this today? It's just kind of been the way things have gone for TJC when they've made a great play. It doesn't count.
Justice Clemens got the pick, but it won't count.
defense number 4 in the neutral zone every snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
All right, so that'll take it inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, shouldn't be first down, second down.
Second down. Second down at about 8. Second down at 8 at the Tyler 18, just inside the 18-yard line. Far side, the short side, 3 receivers split out wide right. Still relatively early in the fourth quarter. Tyler blitzes, hand the ball to Henry, using his blocker, but it doesn't work. The Apaches string him out and knock him out. And then there's another penalty flag at the end of that play. Daryl Miner fighting off a block very well to make the tackle for TJC.
Holding against Trinity Valley. That's a great job by the Apache defense.
Offense, number 77.
Stephon Sabi guilty of the infraction that time. Band's still fired up down there.
Yeah. Kind of like a Bronx cheer right there.
I guess.
Sarcastic cheering that the officials finally blew one against Trinity Valley. I think that's what that was.
Our sideline microphone is right down there by the cheerleaders, and we've got one in particular who has a very loud voice down there.
Yeah, she does.
I think. Right? All right, second down 18. Back at the 28-yard line. I'm going to turn her down for a second. Snap it, Yarborough in some trouble, and he gets sacked. The Apaches all over that. Jared Bird in the backfield and had some help. The Apaches finally get a quarterback sack today, first one of the day, and they had a bunch of guys around that play, and they sack Yarborough back to the 32-yard line.
And Trinity Valley shouldn't be in a rush to run anymore. You know, they seem to be still going a little bit too fast for what the score is, but the Apaches need to make a play or two.
All right. Okay, that'll make it third down and 22. From the 32-yard line, throw it near side, intended for Lewis. He made the catch, and the Apaches get him for another loss on that play. They swarmed the receiver back to the 33-yard line. They lose another yard. It'll be fourth down and long. I can't help but think about that young lady yelling down there. Does Dee ever yell at you like that?
I wish I had the ability to turn her down at home like you just did that young lady.
Turn the volume down?
Yeah, turn the volume. So I could do that. How did you do that?
I wouldn't know. My wife and son are most likely listening, so I'm not saying a word.
Yeah.
I will not say a word.
You're smart, man. You've learned over the years.
I'm going to let you twist in the wind on that.
Let me sleep at your house tonight. I'm probably in trouble.
Fourth down at a bunch, and they're going to throw it. No reason to punt it, so they're going to throw it on the run downfield. That's completed, and that may be a first down, might be more. Henry to the 10. It's a first and goal to the 5. Henry gets to the 1-yard line on the 4th and 23. Swing pass to Henry, and he takes it all the way to the 1-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, inexplicable on a 4th and 23.
How do you let that happen?
Yeah, you can't let that happen.
All right, so it's first and goal at the 1-yard line. Mercifully, the clock is at 9.5 minutes to go. And the Apaches are just getting their tails kicked right now because they got to be a little bit down. I mean, they've still got a long way to go this year, but especially the defense, they have to be a little discouraged. Their offense has not helped them today. I think the kids played hard on that side of the ball, but, man, they're behind the 8 ball. And they've been put behind the 8 ball by an offense that's really struggled today, and there's a timeout on the field. With 9:20 to go, we'll take a 30-second break, plus the station ID. Chris Jones back in a moment after Tyler trails at 35-10, 92.1 FM The Team.
When Jersey Mike's gives a sub some sizzle, the hot grill is the way. Every cheesesteak we make starts fresh, made to order atop a sizzling hot flat-top grill. The right way. The way meat, cheese, and peppers are prepared their piping hot best. It's the way Jersey Mike's has been doing it all along. Because when you're making a cheesesteak, a sizzling flat-top grill is really the only way. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
This is The Team, 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. Outkick the coverage with Clay Travis. Mornings 5 to 8. You're on The Team.
As much fun as that game was last Saturday, even though Tyler lost 53-50, this one today, and I'm not sure how to explain it, but the Apaches have just not had enough offense to even think about competing so far this afternoon. Their defense, I think there's a lot to be excited about, although they did let up that 4th and 23, but ball's at the 1-yard line. Yarbrough takes the snap and hands the ball to Henry, and that's what I'm talking about. The Apaches compete. Henry is stoned in the backfield and loses yardage on a draw play. Tyler Robertson was in the backfield that time.
Lost big yardage on that handoff, so good penetration by the Apaches up front.
I mean, the want-to's there, but they have not been given much help by their offense today. So back to the drawing board for the Apaches on Monday before they get that non-conference game next Saturday here at the stadium. So now it'll be a 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line. They lose 7 on that play. We're down to 8:40 left to go in the game. And out of the shotgun, Yarbrough from the 8-yard line. Hand the ball. This is going to be done. No, this is Henry again. Henry's still in there. Another flag flies. He gets it to the 5. And this is generally holding, right?
That's what it looks like. Another penalty,
yep.
Yes.
Holding against Trinity Valley. One thing that's frustrating, though, about the holding penalty, couldn't you call that on just about every play? And
yeah, you could.
I don't know. I guess in a game where your team's down by 25, do you really want to keep? I mean, I don't know. At some point,
unless it's so blatant that you have.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I get that. But sometimes I wonder.
Right.
I've heard officials say they don't pay attention to the scoreboard. Sometimes you kind of need to. Because there's a certain point in a game like this where you really, you kind of let this thing play itself out.
Just let it play itself.
To me. I mean, again, I'm not officiated, so approaching the 8-minute mark left to go in the game, and it's 2nd down and goal from the 17-yard line. Tyler blitzes, and they throw the ball downfield. This ball's caught. That's a touchdown. Slant right down the hash, and that is a touchdown Trinity Valley to Justin Kane. Well thrown that time by Yarbrough. That's an 18-yard strike. And this game is over.
Yep, that's the go route. Release from the line of scrimmage to Kane, the receiver, got behind the defensive back or linebacker, whoever was trying to cover, and didn't work out. Perfect pass, as you mentioned, by the quarterback.
41-10. And that'll do it. The Apaches, again, next week. I still got 8 games to go, including a trip to NEO in 2 weeks. But this one is, they're not coming back today. Esquita will add the extra point here. He hopes to make it a 42-10 game, and he does. Cardinals will lead the Apaches by 32 with 8:06 to go. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, The Team, and the Team Sports Radio mobile app, powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Time to buy your next car or truck? Stop by Quality Investments and let me put you in the perfect ride. I'm Taylor Swinford, and I have a vehicle to fit your needs. Looking for a pre-owned luxury SUV or clean truck? Our location on Highway 69 North between Tyler and Lindale carries a large inventory of all makes and models. With in-house financing, you buy it here and you pay for it here. Find us at quality-investments.com and drive off today in the car, truck, or SUV you've always wanted. Quality-investments.com.
Hi, John Bass from Major's Pharmacy. Woo, son, come see us at Major's Pharmacy, because, brother, they got it all. When you don't feel well and need a prescription filled quickly, the chain pharmacies will make you wait. Major's Pharmacy won't. Bring your prescription to Major's Pharmacy, and in most cases, they'll fill it and have you on your way in 15 minutes or less. Major's Pharmacy accepts most major insurance plans. Major's Pharmacy, South Broadway at Shelley Drive, across from Wagner Cadillac, and online at majorspharmacy.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
18-yard touchdown pass on a 3rd and goal at the 18-yard line. And to Kane from Yarbrough, and it is 42-10.
Another short field after the turnovers by TJC. 8 plays, 30 yards, 5 minutes, and 10 seconds.
2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. And 42-10 ought to decide this issue this afternoon. Kickoff high and short, and Mark Patton will fair catch at about the 21-yard line. So the Apaches will try one more time to try to get something going offensively to maybe end this game on a positive note. Again, you're at this point, you're not going to win today, but you still got 8 games left to play in this, or 6 games left to play in this short season. And why not win those games and maybe start making some inroads into getting this corrected? Last week was really good for the offense. Today, not so much. Strickland out of the shotgun. Sean Dingle in the backfield going to hand it to him. Dingle bounces outside, stiff arm, 30, upfield, nicely done. Outside the 30, near the 35. That might be a first down run, or very close to it for Sean Dingle.
And Dingle ran mad on that play, and he's still talking a little trash to defensive back that he was able to push back for a few yards.
That will be a first down to the 35. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter, and when your team's getting beat like this, you're kind of ready for it to end. And out of the shotgun, Dingle again on the handoff, coming left, and another nice hole and another first down out past the 45 to the 46. That's 11 more for Jean Dingle. We liked him last week. He's a good hand at 220-plus pounds out of Bayonne, New Jersey, and he is a north-south runner. He is not much for the fancy stuff at the line of scrimmage. First down at the 46. Apache's out of the shotgun. Strickland again. Throws it downfield. He's got Rimpert wide open at the 25-20. First down, Apache's inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it's just a good pass that time, right on the money. Strickland struggled throughout the day, but that was a perfect pass to Rimpert.
I'm guessing the Cardinals have some of their second-team defenders in the ballgame right now. It's first down at the 18, and Strickland again looking for the touchdown pass. It would be his second of the day. Tries to go bin zone, and he throws that one way over the head of the intended receiver, Najee Ellis, who again broke inside at the goal line, and the ball sailed clear out of the back of the end zone. Clearly another miscommunication.
Yep, Strickland took a big hit while in the process of unloading that pass. Again, that's been an issue throughout the day.
Under 7 minutes left to go in the game. Tyler with a 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line. Ball on the near hash, and Dingle's in the backfield. Strickland's gone all the way. Shotgun steps up. He's in some trouble. He'll be sacked at the 25-yard line. Held the ball too long that time. I can figure that out. I mean, he got sacked because he held the darn ball too long. Tawan Coleman, the freshman from Humboldt, made the play.
Strickland's been under pressure all day long. He should know by now he can't hold on the football that long. Couldn't find an open receiver. He did a pretty good job of unloading the football last week when there was nothing there. There was nothing there that play.
26-yard line, which will make it a third down and 18. And Dingle stands to the left of the quarterback. Again, they're trying to put a score on the board before this game ends here. He stands up, throws to the end zone, and nobody there. This is intercepted unless they broke each other up. They did. That pass was intended for Patton, and two of the Trinity Valley players had their hands on the ball. They were fighting for it, and they broke up the pass themselves.
Should have been intercepted. Should have been an easy interception, but two guys trying to fight each other for the football. Looks like the Apaches are going to send out the field goal unit.
Yeah, they are. They're going to try a 45-yard field goal here. 34-yard line, near hash 44. Move up a yard to the 33. So this would be a 43-yard field goal for Yavarino. Would be his longest. It won't matter much here, but let's see if Yavarino can make a 43-yard field goal. It would be his 4th of the year and his longest of the year so far. Snap, the kick by Yavarino is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it is no good. He missed it left. So the Apaches not able to convert the 43-yard field goal with 6:04 to go.
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, one of the best of the day, but come away empty-handed. Wouldn't have mattered much to me.
Cowboy fans found out last year that is the offensive line, that's hard to fix during the season, so that's the takeaway from this game that would worry me if I were the coaches. The Tyler offensive line has had a very, very difficult day.
Trinity Valley is much better up front than Navarro was a week ago, so it's a hard lesson for the Apaches to have to learn in game 2 because, again, as we've been mentioning, not a whole lot of games left in this short season.
42-10. The Cards with the lead. The Apaches have not scored in the second half, and we're down to 6 minutes left to play in the game. And they've got the ball. Got a new quarterback in the game for the Trinity Valley Cardinals. Looks like Jordan Davis is out there. He's a wide receiver by trade. And he rolls out, dumps a pass upfield to the tight end for about 2 yards before being cut down by Ralph Carter. The receiver on that play, number 88, Ben Taylor, made the play, but not before he picked up a couple of yards, and then Ralph Carter knocked him off his pin, so it'll be second down and 8.
It's a safe pass. They're long handoff. They want to keep the clock running, so no need to throw it downfield.
5.5 minutes left to go. No reason for him to do much. Let this clock run down. Snap and hand it off, and not much available. The Apaches, Ralph Carter, make that. Ralph Carter and TJC's number 32, Ronell Reedus, in on that tackle. New running back in the game is Zion Heater. Got his first carry. He loses a yard. It'll be third down and about 11 at the 25-yard line. Third and 11. 5 minutes left to go. Third and 11 for the Cards at their own 25-yard line. Apaches with some new troops in the game as well, giving some reps to some of their other guys. Rolling out this time. Pitch and catch. Caught 31-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Clemens. Short of the first down on a pass to Gerard Taylor. And the Cardinals will need to punt the ball away with 4:44 to go. TJC will get it back at least one more time. Najee Ellis, who dropped a touchdown pass earlier in the quarter that would clearly been 6. Just went right through his hands. Let's hope he doesn't repeat that returning the punt here. Kick is away. And a bounce. It'll be picked up by Ellis at the 25-yard line, and he's tackled pretty much right there. About 5 red shirts around him, and Ellis continues to fight for it. Finally, the whistle blows, and that was a little bit of a rugby scrum at the end of that play down there, and Ellis has to kind of be scraped up off the carpet down there at Rose Stadium. So TJC will take over at the 25-yard line with 4:07 to go in a 3-hour and 15-minute game that has been rather uncompetitive for
really
most of the day. Really disappointing game for the Apaches.
Disappointing. It was a disappointing game last week only because they lost a close ball game, but this is disappointing in a different way in that they never really were competitive against the team I thought they would beat.
I expected more from them in the second half. Got a new man in the game for Tyler at quarterback. First reps and a new running back, and a pickup of about 8 on first down after Colton Wallach, freshman quarterback from Jasper, hands off to TJC's Chris Winters, the tailback from Orange, Texas. Gain of 8, second down 2. So again, Colton Wallach getting his first snaps as an Apache quarterback. Again, their presumptive starter, Colby Kizzy, tore his Achilles tendon before the season started. He's out. Handoff and swaddled up in the backfield that time, the Apache ball carrier Winters. So they'll take it back to near the 30-yard line. That'll make it a third down and 5 coming up with 3:25 and the clock mercifully ticking down this afternoon.
I'd like to see the Apaches use a little bit more time and work this clock off.
Yeah, I'd like to see them score. Be great. Ball on the near hash, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Winters in the backfield, hand it to him. Winters are going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. They meet him on the edge, and their offensive line has just not given the ball carriers much to work with here this afternoon. The tackle made by Alvino Carball, big freshman from Austin. So that'll make it a 4th down and 4, and the Apaches will punt it away, and maybe this will be the end of the thing. Maybe Trinity Valley hangs on for the rest of the ball game as the clock continues to wind down, because Tyler sure hasn't been able to do much with it consistently today. Well, that's been tough. It's been hard to watch because after last week that there's some talent on the field out there for these guys.
I really expected more from the Apaches game 2.
Hamilton Williams kicks it away. It's a high spinning kick that'll be fair caught at the 32-yard line by the Cardinals. And that's Lewis, who had that 65-yard punt return in the first half, and then a penalty flag at the end of this one. So apparently there's some talking going on down there, and one thing you do not want to have out here is you do not want to have a last chance here at the end of a football game like this. In a 42-10 game with Trinity Valley leading, you do not want one of those situations. Is that on Tyler?
I'm going to wave it off.
Go wave it off?
Yeah.
Okay. So after all that, they figure, what the heck?
Yeah.
I
think it's a good decision. Just
it's 5:17 and happy hour is still going on. Let's end this game, right?
They've thrown enough flags throughout the day.
There's a happy hour to be visited with after this game, right? 32-yard line, first down, as their quarterback Yarbrough will line him up, maybe for the last time. The kid from Manville takes the snap, looks left, throws that way. Ball caught upfield, 40-yard line, 45 to the 50-yard line, pickup of about 18 yards on a pitch and catch to Zion Hester, freshman running back. And the new Trinity Valley quarterback is a kid named Riggs McDonald. Ball at the 50-yard line with 2 minutes to go. And the ball off coming near side. That's a pickup of 4. And somebody's
a lot of pushing.
Chin strap got knocked. Somebody's mouthpiece got knocked out, and then a penalty flag at the end of that play at the 46-yard line.
A lot of pushing and shoving after the plays. The officials are trying to keep an eye on it. We'll get yet another call after the play.
Foul on both teams. Unsportsmanlike conduct. All right, so they both are dead ball fouls, so the play stands, a 4-yard gain, and basically they just say, okay, guys, let's finish this game.
Let's get this game over with. Before there is fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Don't need to see that.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2nd down 6 at the 46-yard line. Although the Apaches need to get mad in a good way next week as they prepare for this next ball game. Pitch and catch near side, and on near side bubble screen caught and taken down near the 41-yard line by Mitsopoulos, who I think was in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, I believe. No, maybe not. All right, with 1:28 left to go. It's 3rd and 1. First down, handoff to the 38-yard line, and the ball carrier was Montavian Hunt, freshman from Jasper.
Yeah, a lot of guys getting some playing time here late on both sides. The Apaches really got beat up front.
About 1:15 left to go. The 38-yard line. Snap it, high snap. Quarterback's going to have to keep it, and he's got running room. They forgot to cover the quarterback, and he takes it down to the 25-yard line for a first down. That high snap to McDonald, he caught it. Everybody kind of ran past him, forgot he was going to run with it.
Yeah, kind of worked like a quarterback draw.
Yeah, it did.
They got back there, and he just took off with it. Nearly scored on it.
Well, you can't tell these guys not to score. This is their 2nd and 3rd team out there. They want to play. The Apaches don't want to get any more embarrassed than they already have been. Screen pass to the left side, and the Apaches miss a tackle. Ball's inside the 10-yard line, down to the 5, down to the 3-yard line, and out of bounds with 42 seconds left as TJC's Kennard Compton missed a tackle on the edge and dragging Tyler players all the way down to the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, this is a beaten defense, and Trinity Valley's sideline is fired up.
And so whistle blows, and I think Tyler's going to call timeout. And Coach Rocco has seen enough of this, I think, today with 42 seconds left. He calls timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with him. The Apaches trail 42-10. Trinity Valley trying to tack on one more. Back in 30 on the team.
Are you ready to get your college degree? What's holding you back? Make the smart choice and get started on your future at TJC. Whether you know exactly what you want to do or you're searching for inspiration along the way, TJC will help you get there. With more than 115 degrees and certificates, a beautiful close-to-home campus, and tuition that's 1/3 the cost of other schools, TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Own your future at tjc.edu. That's tjc.edu.
92.1 FM, the team.
But I'm not sure what to say about this other than Trinity Valley has dominated this game, especially the second half, 42-10. And with 42 seconds left, they got the ball 1st and goal at the 3, using their 2nd and 3rd teamers now.
Yeah, not a whole lot you can say about the performance by the Apaches other than disappointing. I really expected more from the Apaches.
Me too.
Yeah, coming out of last week.
Yeah, these are always great games, or have been in the past, between the Apaches and the Cardinals, but not so much so today. The Apaches right now kind of, these guys have the ball at the 3-yard line, and they're going to punch it in, I'm guessing, as they snap the football. Whistle blows at the snap of the ball, and the Apaches take another timeout.
Missing a pair. They only had 10 out there.
Hard to defend when you're playing 10 against 11, isn't it?
It's hard to defend when they've had all 11. They shortly can't do it with 10.
Coach Rocco standing all the way out at the 10-yard line. And, again, I think as much as anything, it's not the loss. It's kind of the embarrassing way they are losing. It's got to bug him right now, I think. And the 3-yard line. Their quarterback, Riggs McDonald, out of the shotgun. You can't tell your third-teamers not to try to punch it in. Why wouldn't you? With 42 seconds left. McDonald will take the snap, and they're trying to add insult to injury. McDonald will keep the ball, and he's going to get nailed in the backfield for a loss on that play by the Apaches. That would be Jalen Shelton, the freshman from New London. We're down to 30 seconds left in the game, and that's a loss back to the 7-yard line. And maybe that'll do it. They don't have to take another snap because the play clock will start over with 20 seconds left, and that's the ball game. I think the Apaches and the Cardinals are done with each other this afternoon, and the Apaches fall to 0-2 as they lose today to the Trinity Valley Cardinals in disappointing fashion. The Cardinals are going to win this afternoon 42-10 here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. We're back after this 3-minute timeout on 92.1 FM The Team and the Team Sports Radio mobile app powered by Maddox Residential and Commercial Services.
Now more than ever, it's important to find a career you can rely on. With more than 115 degree and certificate programs, TJC can help you get there. Whether you're pursuing a healthcare profession, an industrial trade, or you're taking your first steps to an advanced degree, you can find a program at TJC that will lead to a job you love. TJC gives you the best path to the future you've always dreamed of. Find out more and get started today at tjc.edu.